Play me some pimpin', man.
Run up on Big Joe, you won't. I bet your ass be on the floor. Big carbon hit like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow a hoe. Got millions out there rap shit. They hate a bitch, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in. Come fuck with my show. Run up on that bitch, she a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week, got no more features. I might just flirt you. I'm geeked on next week, got no more features. I might embarrass you. Scope a little pussy, hoe, get some shell.
Yeah, Shiesty Avengers.
Shiesty.
Yeah, so
Stand up.
Shiesty Avengers, stand up.
Shiesty Avengers, stand up.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
My dog.
Can we bring it down just a little bit, please? Can we bring it down just a little, please? Brothers and sisters, please quiet down. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, we come here time after time and we talk about the same old, same old. Quiet. We talk about Jesus.
Buns. This is a black card. I do not have to finish yo. Everybody jump her ass.
Oh, okay then.
Yep. Well, look at this.
Gang, what up? Wild Out Wednesday with the Shiesty Avengers. We got Shiesty M on the panel. How you
My
doing today,
love.
love? How
I'm
are
all right. I
you?
can't complain. Can you hear me? You can hear me
Yes,
okay?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So, sometimes, this shit be bugging. And I'm over it.
Happy
So,
Wednesday.
I know. Wild Wednesday, hump day, all
Yes.
that good stuff.
All that. Look, no Diddy, but take that. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Ashton had me on a mission over here.
What?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He didn't send me this video earlier. I thought we was going to discuss, and
Uh-huh.
I didn't click on it until literally 2 minutes ago and realized that I can't watch it because I guess I'm not like a paid member to this shit. And then he told me, "I ain't even mean to send you that." So there's
Yo.
that.
He probably be doing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 things at one time.
Way too much. So
He's trying to multitask and drive. Just pay attention to the
uh-huh.
road, nigga. Look, just pay attention to the road, nigga.
I'm trying to find something, I guess, at least pertaining to what the video he showed me anyway.
All right, like another reference. Okay.
Yeah, especially because, that I put it in the description. That's what we was talking about.
Okay. I was gonna say you can't change the name or you can't change the description once you put it up there, once you post it.
Yeah. So he messed me up with that. It's cool though. It's cool.
How was your day? I know you said you went to the nail salon.
I did.
How'd that work out for you today?
Got my grippers and my toes done. I feel like a lady again, girl.
Because listen, let me just say this. I'm going tomorrow to go get my feet done. I don't know if I'm gonna get my nails done because I'm still working on my dresses and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I got stuff I have to take care of, and I'm just like over it, honestly.
But them feet, baby, them feet is a must. Okay, pretty toes, pretty feet matter like teeth matter. Okay.
Yep, they do. So
feet
I'm
matter.
just over it.
Girl, I was at the nail salon, and then when I tell you all these little girls would start coming in there about like 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm like,
you was like, oh, it's time for me to go.
I said, well, I hope prom ain't tonight, and y'all in here tonight trying to get your nails done. But okay, go.
Or they might be trying to do it in advance because the nail salon, the nail salons and stuff, it get crowded towards the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's get it done tonight. Girl,
very true.
I'm so glad I got time. But I got time.
Yes, it's imperative. It's important. Self-care is important. It's very important. And like we done told the people we going live. Ain't nobody in here fucking with us today.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. No, but yo, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
The text thread is funny, okay?
Yeah, I know, girl. I'm telling you. That's why I be saying like I be peeping a lot of stuff. I just don't say that because some stuff I just it ain't worth my energy.
Not at all. But
I
my
don't
nail
care.
tech was
I
like,
don't
"Is
care.
you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine."
Right.
I had
I'm
to
good.
do a double take, baby.
I know you did, honey. I know you did. I
Oh,
thought
thank you,
like
18th. He said he effing with us, but hold on, 18th, cause you be effing with us, but you be doing. Hold on, where is that?
what happened?
He cause he be doing that. He be in other places doing other things.
Who 18 flooded? I know, but he be
Um,
driving too. I know he be driving a lot, so sometimes he only can listen. He can't really like log in. I do remember him saying something like that.
oh, he be
You know,
logged
he
in on other
drive.
panels though. I caught him.
Oh, you put
Caught him. I
okay.
caught
I
him.
mean, I guess it's cool to move around. I don't go to nobody else's channel because I just don't be feeling like going back and forth with these some of these imbeciles.
Okay,
So like I don't be having the wherewithal for that. That ain't where my head ain't there. It ain't there.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when we only end up going back and forth with people over here because they come over here with the nonsense. So it's like, don't come over
Hmm.
here in this space with that.
Dang,
Save
why
that
you ain't
shit for
let me do
everywhere
the
else.
intro, big brr?
Who's
Hold
that,
on,
Yeah,
Ashton?
it just bring me right on up.
be quiet.
Literally keep to myself. There's a couple people panel that I will hop up and pull up because they are real, genuine, organic people. Case in point, Ashton, young gunner in the space. I'll pull up to this panel because I know he a real nigga.
Big brr.
What's good,
Ashley.
everybody?
Hey, Ash.
Hey,
You
hey,
know, hey, little
Ash.
Anton.
Oh, there you
He's-
go with that bullshit.
Yo, he's
Hey,
such
Zoomer.
they are such troublemakers. I think they be trying to play matchmaker for us, Lee. I think they be
Who?
trying to play matchmaker. Like Ashton and them, they be trying to play matchmaker for us.
Oh, shit. Hey, girl,
Yeah,
you need to stop.
I,
Because Ashton know, he know what we expect. So he kind of be like, you know what I'm saying? He be trying to point us in the right direction.
Uh-huh. Hey,
yeah,
18th, it's all love. 18th, it's all love.
Excuse me.
With love.
What do you mean? What we
I be
doing?
watching. I be checking for y'all that be coming
Well,
up
you
here if
first
I
you gotta
see
color
you.
her face, then you gotta do all the other stuff before you can put the clothes on, and you gotta figure out what kind of dress you want to put on her, or what. That's why I said you have to draw it
Hold
out on a
on,
piece of paper what you want.
Shiesty Africa. Good
Big
evening.
brr, big brr.
what,
What's going on, man?
what
How
was that?
you?
A zebra?
Big brr. I be trying, man. I can't get
I
it
was
right.
saying a
I got Lily
zebra,
special.
not a zebra.
How
How
was your day
was?
today, Africa?
Boy, listen, D. I thank God I'm alive and for the blessings that I got.
Amen. Ashton sent me on a whole dickhead mission with that video.
I, I swear to God, I ain't seen you that shit.
That's how I
I
get.
ain't
Look at Ashton. Look
man,
in the thread.
look, I saw it, but I'm saying my phone must be in my pocket. I don't give a damn about this shit.
Lord have mercy.
Talking about the house and stuff.
We got Waldy in the chat. What up, Waldy?
Hey, what is?
Look, you
Hey,
see Africa dry
Wally.
snitching.
Uh huh.
Who's me? I'm dry stitching. I'm sorry. I didn't realize
Tell,
that's what I was doing.
tell her about a topic I think you gonna talk about. And goddamn, this motherfucker here is just, damn. So did I see? Did you send me the house husband one, Lily?
The what?
That men should be house husbands.
Yeah, I said that was to you.
Yeah. So I sent it to Africa. No, I told Africa about it. I was like, damn, that is supposed to be the new trend, maybe. Yeah, maybe Lily will play it tonight. That motherfucker here.
Oh, wait. So I wasn't supposed to say nothing?
No, I was just saying. I was saying maybe I ain't get to talk to Lily about it. This nigga, you just brought it up.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. You gotta say something to me, Ashton.
Yeah, no, and look, it ain't no big deal. It's whether or not when we talk about it's Lily request. I'm
Wait,
gonna let
wait, wait.
Lily
What I
take the floor.
missed? What she blew up? What spot she blew up? What I missed?
About that
Erica brought up.
Anton video. Go
You
ahead.
said
Yeah,
what?
the one we everybody was laying in the bed last night, and Lily sent a link. And Anton,
Uh, you breaking up. Oh, and you know what? And I didn't honestly, really, girl. Sometimes I'm so bad at that. Like, and I be trying to listen to stuff on my way, and then that's what remember you like you asked me my opinion on it.
Oh yeah.
So, I just sometimes I'm like I'm bad with that because, girl, once I get home, you
I,
know, I ain't gonna even hold you. My guilty pleasure be my audiobooks. So if I'm listening to a good audiobook,
Oh
I
yeah.
I'll be like forget everything. So, Em and Lily, do y'all read for pleasure or do y'all read for education?
Both.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do it for both reasons, but lately I've been doing it for pleasure.
it's Coco Chanel in here.
Okay, all right.
Hey Coco.
Hey, hey, Coco.
Oh, y'all want to do it?
Hey
No.
y'all.
We trying to stray away from the
So,
DMP conversation. Sorry.
right. So
Sorry.
no, I want to talk about something real quick, ladies.
Okay.
When y'all get
What's
a
up?
chance,
Mm-hmm.
y'all need to look at that book. It's called "Tempted by Danger" by Andia Carter. It's a three-part series. I'm telling you, don't be listen to it on audio. Don't be
You
telling
said
nobody what you reading. Tempted by Danger by Andia Carter.
okay. I'm gonna look to see if it's available on audiobook because
It is.
you know what? Okay, all of a sudden I'm gonna get it because you know what it be. It's gonna be too hot for that. You can wear that and that, but it's gonna be too hot for that. No, this is just to walk out the house for the morning. I'm gonna take it off. Um, I was about to say I just lost my damn train of thought. No, I love me like I don't know. I love me a good audiobook, honey. I do. I ain't gonna check. I ain't because it allows. That's what I was about to say because it allows you to multitask. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
like right, like if I'm cooking or something like that, I still can listen to it. You know, if I'm driving, I can listen to it. I ain't got to worry about. You know, so if I'll be
I
at
got
work
Yep,
writing
40,
reports.
I got like
Yeah,
48 books, 49 books from last year alone in audiobooks. So I'm letting you
yeah.
know
Oh no,
that
I got like
Anthea Carter.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm all right. So send it. Put the name in the chat if you can. If you're not driving, put the name in the chat, and then I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna go on my
Okay,
search
I
bar and
got
look
you.
it up. Thank you.
No
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Coco,
because
Thank
I
ain't
you.
your
definitely
Thank you.
ain't,
love the
That.
audio books.
Coco
What
ain't
you
your
say?
book audio?
Huh?
M
Ain't your book audio, Coco?
No, not yet. No.
No.
M
Well,
18th said, have you seen what they trying to do to Ibrahim Traor? Am I saying
Yes,
that
I
right?
have. Yes. They got some man over there. If that's he's U.S. military, that he's trying to make it seem like Ibrahim Traore is trying to take the gold reserve for himself. They've been trying to assassinate him. It's been like I think it's been like almost 30 attempts on his life
Oh
since he's
wow.
been in office. Girl, it's just so much. Like, and then but there's people who are standing with him. There's a lot of people standing with him, and some of them other countries are following suit, and that's what they're afraid of. They're
Uh-oh.
afraid. They're afraid because and everybody's saying like this is not the time. This is not the era of like Patrice Lumumba. You know how they assassinated Lumumba and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that, and so they like even at some point they said even Nelson Mandela was compromised. So that kind of that threw me for a loop when they said
I believe it.
that he was compromised.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And you think differently. You grow up hearing about all these people, and I guess that's why they talk about him because he was compromised. Like that's why they talk about him in history books. If you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying, they
Yeah.
don't want to talk about the people that
Yeah.
that gave them a run for their money.
What did it say? Right. Of course
So,
not. Of course not. All
but
right.
what's the
Okay,
name? I'm
I put it
sorry.
in the chat.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
there's three books. The two that I've read, the third one just came
You
out.
said it's a series, right? You said it's
Ooh,
a
excuse
series.
Listen,
me.
It's a series. It starts with tempted by danger, then captivated by danger, and the last one just came out. But I would start with captivated by danger. But it's however y'all want to read the books. I'm telling you, this some what you call it. It's like Zane, but it's for adults.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. 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 So
You check
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's well
Yeah.
written. The audio is done by excellent people. It ain't choppy. It ain't crappy. It ain't like weirdly done. It's excellent, like all the way across the board. Excellent. I love it. I'm telling you.
Ashton, text me that. Is that for me in the chat, Ashton? Hey, Brownie. Ashton, if you don't text me that shit, the hell is wrong
You
with
want me to
you?
text it to you?
Yeah.
You say, Ashton,
Okay.
if you don't text me that shit, really, really,
That's
you
divine feminine energy right there.
yeah. She was like, if you don't text me that shit, he said, oh,
Right.
okay, okay. He got right to it too. Oh God, they love. They say they can't stand that type of stuff, but baby, they love it because that's the
No,
only
they
kind of shit
love
they can
it. They
respond
love
to.
being told what to
Yes,
do.
yeah, they
You
like.
just gotta be her. Just like they say, oh, you gotta be him. You gotta be her. The fuck.
Yep.
You
Yes,
gotta exert that energy because he know
Yep.
I ain't talking to him no, no crazy or no mean type of way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
right.
Right.
That's what I
Hey,
said,
Brownie.
girl. But Ashley was
Coco
like, okay,
Chanel.
okay, ma'am,
Eh, eh,
I'm doing it right now.
Coco, did you say you want to be on the speed dating show, ma'am?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna pass right now.
Oh, you got you got
I
you
think
got you got
I
the
think
little
I'm
tenderoni.
gonna have to pass on that because what I'm saying, dangers out here.
Y'all, what Sin talk about? What she say? They trying to make us marching mammies. Sin always saying some wild ass shit.
Marching
What what
mammies. What the hell is
what is a
that?
mammy?
A
But
mammy, I
Coco,
guess,
what
is like a
you think I'm gonna
mammy.
have?
They
You think
just
I'm gonna have some out of pocket characters up here, Coco?
No, it's just I'm not in a space to date
Yes.
right now. I'm I'm traumatized. I don't want to.
mm. And baby, if that ain't the truth,
I'm scared. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I was just saying when I'm ready to start a family, I might just go to the sperm bank and just call it a day because I ain't got time for none of this stuff. You'd be
yeah, but you.
wild.
So I mean, I guess it ain't nothing wrong with that. However, you take a chance because like they be like sometimes they be like serial killers. You don't know what like you don't really know what you're getting.
You don't know what you're getting regardless.
Do you
But no,
really want
I hear
somebody?
you. I hear you.
Do you really want somebody like hustle and muscular, jagging off in a cup because he need a medium pizza?
Oh
Okay, you
shit.
know what? You know fucking what? All right,
Oh
this is crazy.
shit.
I got.
Oh shit.
Oh my
You
god.
out of
You
line.
know,
You goddamn out of line.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna
Okay,
log
that
in. I'm
video,
gonna log in
Ash
from my
just.
phone, guys, because I gotta go to
Oh, and right
um.
when I was about to pull the video
I'm a
up.
lot. No, no, you can pull it, but I'm a log in. Y'all, I'm gonna have to like y'all have to let me back in because I gotta log in from my phone. I gotta run out real quick.
Okay, cool. She got
I could I could
ghosts.
I could do the whole impregnate at the what they call it, Coco.
uh, uh, um,
In
I
vitro
Hmm.
fertilization.
yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah, I have
But
to
y'all
pick on
gotta hear me
myself.
out. Like, hear me out on what I'm trying to say. Like, I know everybody say you should find someone, have a kid, all this other stuff. But what I'm really, really paying attention to is I don't want to be made a baby mama. If I'm gonna be a baby mama, I want to choose to be a baby mama. Like, if that makes sense. Like, although you don't know what you're getting at the sperm bank, you don't know what you're getting with these men either.
You don't
So
want to deal with the emotional ties. She's saying that.
it's not
Question. You don't.
that.
Okay.
It's just my child. When you have like,
But aren't
okay,
you still a baby mama at
I
that point?
mean,
I mean,
but yeah,
I'm
but
trying to ask because even though you don't have, I guess, the whole baby mama, baby daddy narrative set up, but doesn't that still technically make you a baby mama or still a single mom, of course? But I don't know. I guess I'm trying to.
so Yeah, you're 100% right. That's why I said if that's the case, I want to choose to be a single mother instead of a baby mama.
Got you.
A baby mama, a man makes you his baby mama. A single mother chooses to have the child and raise the child as a single mother. You know, if that makes sense, if you following me. Like, I don't want no man to decide for me that I'm going to be a single mother because he's like, boom, bam, you're pregnant. I'm not going to be around. Then it's a drama. I've seen it happen so many times that it's like, it got to be another way around this. If I got to raise a child by myself, I'd rather do it my way. I'm not going to let a man choose to make me his baby mama. Like,
but are you depriving yourself from even the opportunity? Are you just like, because I feel like you, like somebody just said in the comments, you sound scared of a real relationship. Like, I mean, because shit happens, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like why deprive yourself of, or like, I don't know. I just feel like you just
well,
don't want to be bothered with no bullshit from no nigga just altogether. You want your kid and you just don't want a man attached to it.
right. But I'm not scared of a relationship. I've had relationships, la, 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 la. It's not that. The child, when you get like, when you are with him, you meet a man, y'all together, within 2 years, you get pregnant. Now he leaves after the 2-year span. Okay. Why go through all of that stress? Why argue with him, argue with his family, go through this, go through paperwork, DNA test, child support? Why go through all
So
that?
I'm gonna play devil advocate with you. Do you not think your child deserves a father? Does your child
Yeah,
not deserve the father side of the family's love and support and all of that? Why would you automatically take that away from the child?
because I'm not
Wait a minute,
taking something
hold on,
away that
Lily.
they don't have.
My
We
bad, my bad.
we gotta get where she coming from because I heard there's some wild niggas in Milwaukee.
But no, I'm saying, look, well, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying they not gonna have it anyways. That's what I'm saying. That, like, and how can I put this? Instead of letting a man slip the world from under your child, get ahead of it. That's what I'm saying.
I kind of disagree, Coco. But maybe Ace, you there?
Yeah, I'm
It's
here,
not that
bro.
I don't want to listen. I want a family, but I have to find someone else who wants a family. Most men don't take care of their children and they don't
Oh,
create families. They create broken homes and shit and stuff
oh.
happens.
I think men take care of their children. I think they don't take care of the women aspect of it. I
That's what I'm
think men
saying. It's
take care
not
of
a
their children
family.
though.
What
I
That's
you
what
see
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all. Just thinking about that because you can easily. So I asked, what's the difference? Like people be like, oh, don't you? But what's the difference? Because people still don't know their dads, and these men still not around, and it's
How come
like,
it gotta be the man? Why it can't be the woman fucking shit up too?
well, we're just going off of
It's
me.
a
We're going off of me and my scenario. We're not going off of everybody else and other scenario. We're going off of me. Like, I'm going to be a mother. I'm not going to leave my child. Period. So instead of a man deciding, I'm just going to impregnate her, lie to her, cheat on her, and then leave her, because that's all that happens. Why don't I say, I want to be a mother? Okay, let me go to the sperm bank or do whatever profiling, whatever you need to do, but make it a conscious choice instead of letting a man decide for you. Like,
why you it seems like there's so much male hatred here. I don't know.
no, trust me, I don't hate men.
So,
I do not
Coco,
hate men.
can I ask you a question? Is Do you believe it's better to have love and lost than to never have loved at all? Do you believe in that?
No, I believe it's better to have loved and lost, but a lot of people are not experiencing love. These men, like, we're talking about love. These men they don't love.
What
They're
you mean?
the
This is
way
what I'm
that
saying. You saying that
on average, they don't. I don't know what people see as love. I don't know.
Yo, I'd have been used and abused, and people have called it love. And they be like, oh, I love you, I love you. Love bombing the shit out of me, but at the same time doing me in on the back end. It'd be crazy. Like you said, it's easier to love and lost than to not love at all. But at the
So my
same
question,
time, it's not that, it's just men on average doing this shit. It's women doing this shit too. It's no difference.
I
But
understand, but I'm saying for me.
for you, right.
Right, for me,
And
I'm
then
not
you
going to
also
leave. The
talking
only way I'm
about
leaving my child is if God called me home. I'm not leaving my children.
right, and no man wants you to leave your child. No real man wants you to leave your child. A real man
Men leave
wants you
their
to be
children.
there.
so my reason I asked that question is if you believe it's better to have love than lost than never to have love at all, right? You're, you
Yeah.
having a child without the father is depriving that child of the opportunity to be loved by their father, right? Rather than bringing them into the world where they don't have that opportunity to be loved by their father, because their father is basically set up in a system to never be found. So I agree with Lily. I see where you're coming from, where you're like, I don't want to be involved with the man, and I don't want for him to ruin my experience of having my child and giving my child all the love that I can. But on the other hand, you're not even giving that child the opportunity to feel what it's like to be loved by a father and a mother, because those are two different things. You're going to provide to them the nurturing, mothering, the care that they need, but then that tough love that you that men give to their children, which is a love through lesson, tough love where they're telling their children things that may hurt their feelings, but it's for their betterment of themselves. That male aspect, you're depriving that child of that opportunity to have that in their life.
Well,
So it's kind of
I
like
see
you're
it.
you're choo- you're choosing your feelings. You're choosing your
Over
feelings of,
the
of,
big
of
picture.
betrayal over the opportunity for your child to have a healthy, what we view or what I view, my personal opinion, as a healthy love life with their parents versus just love life from one parent. So now he's not going to have that opportunity if you have a son versus a daughter. Your daughter's not going to know what it's like to be treated by a man that loves her unconditionally or have the opportunity for that. And your son is not going to have the opportunity to understand what it is to be a man from his own father. Regardless of what that looks like, it's still that man's version of masculinity. You see what I'm saying? So I understand what you're
I
saying,
mean,
but at the same time, there's things to consider.
I hear you. And with that, those things to consider, there's also the consideration that that man still won't raise his child, will neglect the child because of whatever, right?
I'm so
And
sorry.
that
Like,
child still, because I'm talking real shit right now. Like let me explain something. Everybody would love to live in the perfect world. We don't live in that. Some people, fathers and mothers, are not around or are around and don't take care of them. Instead of raising a child to be neglected, abandoned, forgotten about by their father, I see it. I don't see. Maybe I don't know. There's homes
that's
that
a
have fathers in it.
stereotype.
There's homes that don't. But the fact is, it's a either or way. Just because you have a child with a man doesn't mean he's going to be in that child's life. Doesn't mean he's going to love the child. It doesn't mean he's going to be around. It does not mean anything. The opportunity you can give to them, but if they don't want it, they don't want it.
Okay,
Men
then that's
choose
your choice
themselves
on your
because
that's your choice on your man. Like you, if you're gonna be procreating, then obviously you want to choose somebody who's obviously gonna be there. Instead of just saying men don't want to do, men not gonna do. Like, come on now. That's
listen,
exactly
we
what I'm
live in
saying.
reality.
Right.
I
So
like to live in
choose
reality.
somebody who's healed. Choose somebody who does therapy. Choose somebody who has goals and ambitions and push yourself to actually have those same things. Like, where you trying to go in 5 years? What you trying to do? Like, really plan some shit out before you actually bring a kid in this world. Just because a motherfucker
Right.
fine don't mean nutting them. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
ex-
I know. That's what I'm saying. I am planning out my life. I am planning those things out. And
okay.
for and by
What
the
about the
comment,
therapy? What about the counseling? What about like really putting
Man,
forth the
people have to
effort.
do that themselves. Like, you have to be a healthy individual yourself. I shouldn't have to tell you to
I'm
go to
saying it
therapy. I
because I
shouldn't have to
know.
tell
I'm
you to.
saying it because I know, because I am healthy, because I know
Right. Mhm.
exactly what I want in life. I know where I'm
Mhm.
going in life. And if I'm going to procreate with somebody, I'm not
Mhm.
going to allow for shit to happen. I'm not going to allow somebody to overstep my boundaries because I care about
Mhm.
myself. And then at the end of the day, when we do decide and talk about making a child out of this, then at that point, we're going to have a financial plan together. We're going to be
Mhm.
talking about where we're gonna be staying, how long we gonna be staying there, because I don't want to have my kid jumping from school to school or apartment
Mhm.
to apartment or house to house. None of that shit. Like it has to be some level of accountability
Mhm.
in
That's
order
that's
for this to
that's
happen.
100% true. And I'm happy for you that you're a healthy man. But when we start looking at numbers of how many healthy men are there, is not a large pool of options, right? So I understand that you're talking about yourself, but yeah, not everybody is like that. But you're 100% right. Make a plan. I guess just explore and try to find someone decent the best you can.
But
So
Coco Chanel,
yeah,
all you need is
I
one
guess.
good man. Why
But then
you
it's
gotta
like,
look
how
at the
does
numbers?
it's like you look around and like how many people are actually raising families? You know what I mean? Like there are people that's doing it, but how many? When we start calculating how many people are mom and dad in the house, both doing the best they can to the end. It's not like that anymore. That's how it used to be as somewhat, it was more common previously, years ago. But as time is going on, it's not as common.
So don't you think that should be? It sounds like that's something that you want. So rather than, I feel like everybody's advocating up here for you to shoot for what you're discussing. The world is lacking, rather than bringing your child into a world where they're at a deficit compared to everybody else. Because regardless of whether or not that father shows up, they still know who their father is. Do you know how much therapy or how much soul searching your child's going to have to do if they don't know who their father is? Where they're going to feel like they
Man,
don't belong to any man in their life. There's no man out here that's going to stand up for me, especially if he's a little boy, because these men are out here by themselves. They don't have nobody that's gonna come to them beside their homeboys, that's gonna actually say, son, hey, this is what you're doing wrong, or son, I've been there. This is where I can show you I made the wrong decision. Even if he's a bad father, he could give him some sort of advice, or at least show him not what to be. Something in his life that is masculine, or someone in his life that's masculine. And then who do you have in your life that's gonna be that representation for your child, whether they're a man or a woman? Are you going to depend on your grandparents, your grandfather, or your father, or your brother, or your boyfriend to raise your son?
Right. Yeah. So I think to each his own. But I haven't made an official decision yet, clearly, but it's just things I'm noticing, exploring options, trying to get around this nightmare of relationships and kids and parenting and drama. And I see it too often. They
we
make
got to break
they
the
make
cycle
skits. So
then.
this is entertainment now. And
No,
I just think it's toxic. I think it's a very unhealthy situation that keeps repeating itself.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to break the
Yeah.
cycle. Like it's
Right.
not.
But it takes two.
No,
Because
it takes
yeah,
one. It takes one. It starts with
it
the
takes
man in the
two.
mirror. It starts with the man in
It
the
starts
mirror.
with you and another person.
If
It takes
you
you to look in the mirror
can
and
be
another person to look in the mirror. Y'all both have to be
so
healthy and come together.
as a man, if you are my counterpart, then you are a reflection of me. When I
Right.
sit here and I talk to you and we discuss your emotional stability and we discuss where we're at in our relationship, then it has to be an understanding that I play a part in how you feel. It has to be an understanding that you play a part in how I feel. And how can we work to heal each other the way that we're looking to be healed, there's gonna be your version of everything, which is your
Right.
expectation, and then there's reality. So the thing about it is being honest with yourself. It
Right.
starts with you. If you
Right.
know
Of
what
course.
you want, then if you know what you want, then it shouldn't be too hard to achieve the goal that you're looking to make happen. So if you
Right.
don't want to have somebody who's toxic and you don't want to live in this quote unquote drama filled life, then hey, what you got to do? And then that's the plan that you got to figure out and put together. It's day by day, step for step, not trying to rush into nothing, just
Right.
low key taking your time and making sure that you find what really matters to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's really that hard.
I think it's harder than what people are aware of because it's
It's your
healthy
it's
families
the
out
caliber of
there.
men that you choose, and then at that case, if that's the case, or you just neglecting the fact that you, and I'm not saying this is about you specifically, but if
Hmm.
you talk about men all the time, it's your choice. You know what I'm saying, to choose
Right.
those men.
I
So would
agree.
it be up on you to make a better decision on who you dealing with? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm
Obviously,
saying
yeah.
I'm saying this out of love, and I know you don't know me from jump, but hey, I'm being
No, you
completely
make sense.
honest.
I'm always gonna. I listen to sense. So thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, that is a good way to see it out. It was just a thought. Like I said, like just how do you actually achieve a happy, healthy family? And I'm not talking about one that's just to show. No, I'm talking about a real happy, healthy family.
It takes work.
Yeah, I
It
know.
takes like real life work, like
I know. Yeah.
once a week talking,
I,
communication, and
I'm,
being.
I'm, I'm, I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead and say
The-
honest.
the- no, I'm being dead ass. And I don't know if y'all know this,
What you
but
say?
this is. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. Like this is what go on in Memphis, and I hated this growing up. It'd be a lot of fathers that would not tell their kids why they really left their mama.
Mm.
And the thing about it is, like, you, okay, my daddy, my mom and daddy was married. So you get what I'm saying? Like the fathers will come tell my daddy, and me being a kid, I'm just listening. I'm like, bro, you really not gonna sit there and like I'm here? Niggas they really talk, right? Like you get what I'm saying? Like they ain't have no emotion, but it's like when they come around my dad, they tell it all. I'm like, bro, like you really did gonna sit there and let your kids like think you just left them? And they be like, shit, I went there talk down on their mama. And I feel like that's what Coco Chanel going through. Like she thinking niggas just leaving and running off. Like no, it it'd be a whole different side of this story. And I don't know if you be hearing it, Coco Chanel, what the mothers actually be doing. Most, I'm gonna be honest, most niggas do not want to leave their family.
Hell no.
Most niggas do not want to leave their family. But at the end of the day, they will say, fuck them kids and her. If the mother get the bullshit. Me personally, I feel like if I ever have a baby mama and she get the plan, oh well, I'll make another family.
Yeah, and it ain't
And
even in our nature to try to bash a woman. Like it ain't even about if you a real man, we ain't bashing a woman. It's just shit. At the time, it's a time we know that it's a time and a place for everything. And instead of trying to expose a child to something they not be ready for at a young age, because listen, man, I got two kids my damn self. I'm not gonna sit over there and say my ex-wife is any less of a woman. You know what I'm saying? When the time comes though, I've already like I said, I've done the work, I've done the therapy, the try to recuperate my family, and it didn't work. It just didn't work. And then the reason why it wasn't working is because I had a narcissistic situation going on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can only see the flaw in me and not see the positive that I bring to the family That's what drove us apart. Nobody's gonna sit over there and talk about that with the kids because they're not gonna understand what you talking about. Mom love you, it's a front, son or baby, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I'm still getting bitched at, cussed out, being told I ain't shit, all of that. You know?
And
Like,
God forbid she telling her family shit about they don't give a damn
oh
what
shit.
the fuck you
Hell
talking about.
no. Hell no, they
So
don't give a fuck about that shit. And can't nobody talk sense to her to this day. To this day, can't nobody talk sense to this woman. You know what I'm saying?
um
But again,
um
I'm not here to bash her. I'm just saying it's an unfortunate situation.
sir, Mr. Fantastic 824, what do you mean like it's I don't know if you know how to spell, but that's a Chanel, so I don't know. But I agree with you, Ace, 100%. I think more men should start vocalizing it. How am I supposed to know if you're
But
not
but
telling if it's
but
like
Coco, but for what though? Let me ask y'all, everybody on the panel, did y'all watch the new Bel Air?
Hell yeah.
a
Anybody?
little bit? Yeah.
No.
Uh, you seen Hustler Muscle?
Nope. What happened in it?
So what the fuck did you just say? Yeah, hey, you said you seen it, right?
Yeah, I seen it, bro.
You seen where Will finally asked that data, why you leave my mama? And he
Hell
told him
yeah.
exactly what happened. Will wanted to fight his ass, did he not?
Hell yeah, he wanted to fight.
And what Marlon said, that sounded just like his damn mama, did it not?
What
Like a
happened? Tell
motherfucker.
me, because I don't watch that show. So tell me.
So on the new Will Smith, the daddy actually told Will what happened, why he left his mama.
And
And he
why
was
he
like,
left?
man, he was like, man, we was struggling in Philly, and your mama was bitching and complaining, want to be like, Aunt Ville, talking about why we ain't living like Aunt Ville, and she was all on my back, and it was wintertime, and my check didn't come in, and I got to stealing and robbing and shit. Like basically, your mama pushed me to do it because she want to live like Uncle Phil and Aunt Ville, and Will want to fight his ass.
Mm.
Like, why would I tell you that your mama is a wannabe? Like, you get what I'm saying? She broke up by her family. Wasn't helping pay no
Mm-hmm.
bills back then, probably. And then, you get what I'm saying? Nigga, I went to jail for robbing. She still calling me a bum and shit at the end of the day when I try to make something happen. Like, come on, man. And there's a lot of
that's wild.
like
I know
ain't
situations
no
like
real
that.
father gonna open their mouth up and tell you that your mama really ain't shit. Cause we
Hell
know.
no. Not yet. It'll be a point, but not yet. Not when you still young.
Yeah, not when you're young.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen young, and I see what happened to the kids too. The kids still love their mama,
No
still
matter
respect
what.
their mama,
Regardless.
but they're looking at. Let me tell you, kid. We were kids once. You see your parents do something they supposed to do. You side eyeing the fuck out of them. Them kids are side eyeing the fuck out their mama. You know what I mean? So it's a different. It depends on what kind of kids you got. If your children, you know your children wild as hell, or they're gonna use whatever you tell them to their advantage to get what they want, probably not a good idea. But you got a level headed kid, they in their teens, they're about to be out there in the world. That's something for them to consider. That's something for them to keep in mind. I gotta make sure
But
that I don't end up in this situation.
Ashton, you
but
gonna answer too or no?
oh, okay. You know, you've been so good at doing it lately.
I'm not for
Not
that.
right now, not right now, King Rooster. Not right now. Later on, let us warm up. He'll talk. He'll run everybody off the panel. Jesus Christ.
That's why I told you to get the door.
Yeah, not right now, Rooster. Not right now. But no, how Coco Chanel explained it. She got a right to feel how she feel, but I feel like it's a Coco. Do you actually? You get what I'm saying? Like me personally, I had to hear it. And Memphis is so small, like you can't do nothing, but you know you gonna hear the woman side. But me personally, I gotta go hear the baby daddy side too. And when I hear the baby daddy side, I can put two and two together and be like, oh. And it just seems like you ain't heard the father side to most stories. Even though what you saying, I see You feel how you feel, and you definitely saying what you seen. But I gotta ask, do you hear the baby daddy side to most times?
Honestly, no, but there was a scenario that happened with somebody in my family, and she ended up telling me why her baby daddy left. And I was shocked, out of this world shocked, because I was thinking it was him. But she finally opened up and told me what she did and why he left. So I would not have known if she didn't say nothing, that he wasn't going to say nothing. So nobody would know. But
So,
information is power. Knowing these things matter. They actually make a difference.
that's what I'm saying, Coco Chanel. How long was he gone before she actually came and told you?
He was gone like probably 3 years before she finally said it.
Now add them three. Now take them 3 years and just add that to most women now.
Yeah, that's
Most
what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So I see what you're saying. Everyone
like
has a valid point up here, and I love conversation because I'm an open-minded thinker. I can think in many ways. So I love the different views on the situation. But I guess you're right. Like just until you ask the mother and the father what really happened, you don't know. All I ever hear is, "Oh, my baby daddy did this, that." But the women don't never tell what they did.
and they'll never tell what they did. And
Because a lot of
that
women don't take the accountability. That's what I
Yeah,
said in the beginning. It's a lot of accountability that has to be done. If you
yeah.
really sit back and honestly look outside yourself and you say, "Damn, I could have done this better. I could have said this differently." It's a lot of people who won't look that man in the mirror. It's easier to just neglect it and sweep it under the rug. It's a hard truth, and a lot of people don't, men and women, don't like facing that reality, that harsh reality of being held accountable. That's why you see so many young people tripping out nowadays now because they don't really want to hear the truth. The truth of the matter is they don't have the drive, the ambition. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the shit that we had growing up. We ain't have all of this technology in front of us to the point where it done dumb these people down. We were outside, we was actually learning, we was running the streets till the street lights came on. These little niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? These young girls don't give a fuck. And it's a lot of things we can say is the reasoning behind all of that, but it always gonna go back to the parent. For why our youth is what they are now. So if the parent has a problem with the person that they procreate with, the kid is going to have a problem at some point create with. Why? Because they don't know. Then it takes back to what I'm saying. It takes that accountability being understood on both parts. The dad got to be willing. The mama got to be willing. Y'all both got to look that man in the mirror and y'all both got to say some shit got to change. And we got to do this together if y'all going to be on that same type of time. Or if you're looking for your relationship outside of the norm, you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to take the opportunity to just be like, yeah, this is something I want to do different. I want to break the cycle.
Right. And to add on to the comment that he said, believe in all women, who else is there to believe if the father is not speaking? What I'm saying is, if the mother says, whatever, the father doesn't say anything, then there's only what the mother said. Until men start speaking up and letting it be known, there's only one side of the story.
Yeah, but
I
what
don't
difference is
believe
it gonna
all
make?
women. People don't believe all women, but the harsh reality is men are not speaking their truth. They're not saying, "Oh, your mama did this or that or that or that or that." They're not saying that because they choosing not to. They choosing not to let the information be known. But if you only have this information, what else is there to go off of? You can only go off of the information provided.
Listen, it it sounds easier said than done. When I tell you that a lot of people don't care about what a man goes through. A lot of people don't even want to really hear about it. I've seen in my own life where people have bashed me because I don't say nothing about what my ex-wife is on Facebook displaying in our fucking about our past relationship. And they're praising her because they're like, girl, you doing the right thing, girl, da 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 da. Da." But if I sit over here and I go through every single thing, she'll be down to nothing once I'm finished with her. I'll vaporize her ass with all of the shit that I got. And everything that I come back and rebuttal, but nobody really give a fuck about that. And you can sit over here and tell me that a million times. You'll be willing to listen to a man tell you what their problem is. Yeah, maybe in the comfort of a one-on-one session, but if we're being completely honest, no man is going to open up like that. We already have a difficult time with our emotions because we're not wired emotionally. We don't think like that. We think logically, and the logical thing would be not to bash the wife or the woman. The logical thing would not expose the child to the harsh reality of what things are, because we're not trying to fuck them up even more than what they already going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I hear you.
So, Coco Chanel, let me ask you honest question.
Mm.
Just close our eyes and imagine this. If your cousin, baby daddy, would have came and told you what really happened, would you have believed him?
Yeah, I honestly listen to people. Everyone that know me know that. You can ask everybody. I actually listen to people. So if he did, yeah, I would.
Okay, so let me ask you
Even
this. Do
though
you
he
think
not
that's
so fam.
wait, hold on. So let me ask you, Coco Chanel. Do you think that's most women?
That's the
Hell
reality of
no.
most women.
No, I'm saying, do
Hell
you
no.
think most
Oh
women
no, no,
will listen to
no.
they cousin baby daddy?
No, I
Hell
know they
no.
won't. But the reason a couple years ago, there was a situation that happened where I had a reality check that men are human. Like, I know they're human, but men also go through things. Da, 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 da. So a couple years ago, I had a rethought
Yeah,
on
we
what
got
men
feelings.
experience on the regular. So ever since then, I've been more attentive. I've been, quicker to listen, and try to understand it and see it clearly. Because men are important. I'm not a man hater. I love men too much. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I
But
don't think you a man hater. I think you just you are
Misguided.
what you grew up around. No, well, yeah, misguided. But if that's your environment, like, okay, so I can say this: when I was in Memphis, I was really an angry person, but that was my environment. Like, I was robbing and hitting licks and shit, but that was my environment. You get what I'm saying? So if
mhm.
she hears something so many times where she from, I can't be mad at it. Like, goddamn, I'm gonna give you one other person. Well, I ain't gonna say that name, but they were just so negative. But once I saw like that was their environment, I understood it more. Like, and a lot of people don't get that part. So when you say like you see there's so many men leave, like I get what you're saying, but I know you want to hang around a lot of females. You get what I'm saying? And that's most women. But as a man, you start to be like, damn. If you a man and you actually sit down and listen to women, you be like, damn. Every woman say that baby daddy a narcissist and toxic masculinity. Like, it's the same damn punchline. And me, what irked me so much is like that's Memphis women go to, and like I'm on the inside looking in, so I'm knowing for a fact. This is what I hate about Memphis. Like, they do shit and they look good. Like, they say that shit, but they don't mean it. Like, they saying it for Facebook sympathy and shit, and be back home sleeping with the baby daddy that same night.
Right. They do that here. They do it everywhere. But yeah,
But
that's true.
but wait a minute, hold on. Like, them women in Memphis, they can actually, like, if I pull them to the side, like, okay, Coco, let's say I pull you to the side. I'd be like, bro, what really happened? I'd be like, yeah, I hit that nigga in the head with the telephone. Like, they can actually
Oh my goodness.
mentally explain that it was their fault. But it'll take them a couple times, but you get what I'm saying? Like the fact that they can actually own up to it, and they know they doing it for Facebook clout, and they going back. Since I moved to Houston, women just be saying that shit for no reason. The nigga can raise his voice. Oh, he a demon, and that's the shit that drives me. Like I can tell when a female that came from Memphis and moved to another state, because it be people just using they rhetoric and you know what I'm saying, the old ideas that Memphis women used to use, and ain't been through none of that shit.
So, would it be safe to say that women are the manipulators then? The like ultimate manipulators? And that is not these men's fault why they leave the family?
We not
Some cases, yeah.
We not just gonna say that.
Who you asking? Who you want to answer?
I'm just asking everybody on the panel. Everyone can say their opinion. Yeah. Because if that's what you're telling me, and if that's the reality of it, and every woman is riding this wave to make themselves look better.
What up? What's the question again?
It's easier to follow the trend. It's easier to follow the trend. Women being emotional or not just emotional, but massive manipulators. They can sit over here and say
manipulators.
Well, what's the question?
What the fuck ever. Listen, it's the same thing.
With women being the ultimate manipulators.
Are women the ultimate manipulators? Yeah, obviously, yeah. That's the way women survive. Shout out to everybody, by the way.
What's good, fantastic.
Y'all got it. Oh yeah, women survive through manipulation. That's the only
majority. Way we're not gonna say all.
Well, I didn't say. Well, I mean, it's
you gotta keep it real.
Like nothing. I don't think anything is ever.
Yeah, keep it real though.
That's what I'm saying. We clearly agree that the majority. It's clearly the majority. Even the women you think that don't, they do. Because if you don't have power, you have to, use other methods and means in order to get what you want. So.
Yeah, this is something else. This is something else.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is the same shit that Shannon Sharp going through. That white girl came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say that he done touched her inappropriately and did all of this shit. After he get wind, or after she got wind that he got $100 million contract. It just be thirsty behavior.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's keep it on Shannon Sharp. Let's keep it on grounded scenarios for right now. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep it on grounded. Like when I use scenarios, me personally, I really don't like use celebrities. You get what I'm saying? Like we really can't prove that it was because of the $100 million contract. Even though you get what I'm saying, it's right there, like the timeline. But that makes sense, Ace. That makes sense, Coco Chanel.
When it comes to celebrities, they're not.
I mean, but it's real. It's real good.
Ace, refresh real quick. Come back in. Your mic messing up.
We're going out.
But I think that's easy to say. I mean, especially if it's alleged that she had like, 50,000 or 10 million or whatever. So no, you come in public and trying to do this right before he has a alleged 100 million. Well, not alleged, announced $100 million contract. Nah, but there's no coincidence in that, man. Come on, you've been dealing with him for 2 years. You feel me? So they got over a 2-year history, right? And now, right before 2 year. Their history is over 2 years.
So Shannon Sharp was dealing with this chick for 2 years, and she just recently found out about the contract. Why did she know about it ahead of time? I don't get it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he don't discuss his business with no thought, fam. Why would he discuss his business with?
That's not
you'll
quite what I
sleep
mean.
with that thought, and then on top of that, what is his net worth before this deal was offered? What was his net worth? That's the question to start with here.
Was it?
This is Shannon Sharp.
He was already worth millions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
So if that's the case, Why
but
would
he
she
wasn't.
file it now?
Well, he clearly wasn't worth 50 million. You feel me? So it would make sense for you to. I mean, even let's say he was worth 50 million, right? That's 50 million. You can't ask somebody for their entire net worth for, and you're starting out in a civil suit.
Who can't?
What
Who
do you mean?
can't? A 19-year-old white girl can't? Is that what you just
No,
said?
can't. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Well, it looked like they can.
Well,
It looked
no,
like they have.
you're not listening. So I'm going back to what you said. If his net worth was only 50 million, you can't make a demand for your entire net worth, and it's a civil suit directly. You selling this to a jury, right? If you're gonna take this to a trial. Now you're 2 years into dealing with this man. He basically furnished your life and moved you and all these different things. You guys had a transactional relationship. For the most part, if no one's gonna go broke, they're not gonna make a man broke over a questionable allegation of misdoings in the over 2-year consensual sexual relationship. Come on. But now, if he made $100 million, right? Oh well, she deserves half. That's literally what everybody in this country is programmed to think, that a woman is due half. So that's why it's significant as to why he just got $100 million contract and she's gonna ask for 50 million.
His net worth as of 2025 is 14 million.
14 or 40?
14 million.
Exactly. So what do we? So that's why she didn't ask for 50.
Over his NFL career.
So thank you, Shiesty African. Yeah, that's why she didn't have the 50 million to ask for.
Why? See,
But see,
here's my question.
They say women are in business. When it comes down to relationships, women are in business. Men are there for the love. When y'all divorce a man, y'all literally get half. If y'all take a nigga from his kid, y'all have a kid together, y'all get about 25%. It's a business thing. And this system is so structured to keep us gnawing at each other. We going back and forth, tit for tat, tit for tat. Instead of just coming together, embracing love with one another and trying to be or get out of the stigma of being in that toxic shit. Because we all don't have to choose that. It's just the day-to-day shit that we see that becomes appealing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the men who want to be dope dealers and rappers. You got the women who want to do they sexy red thing, and bitches out here selling pussy it's always been that thing. But you can always change. It can always be a perspective change, and you always can change the dynamic of some shit if you're really willing to try.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to discipline. As a man, if you go sticking it everywhere and creating babies, it is what it is. Women, it's the
No,
same
it
thing.
ain't what it ain't.
But
And the point that I'm making is
though.
discipline. I think it comes down to discipline.
Yeah, but
For women and men, it comes down to discipline.
no, it's not. Discipline is bullshit. I hate when everybody says that. Okay, no, it's never about discipline. It's about women taking advantage where they can take advantage. If a woman gets pregnant by a broke ass bum ass nigga and she get pregnant, what can she do? Have a deletion. Okay. If the nigga rich, she keeping it. Okay. If she have sex with a broke ass bum ass nigga that nobody knows, she can't come back 10 years or 2 years later and say, "Oh, he did something I didn't like." Okay, and sue
Hell
him for
no.
millions of dollars. It's not profitable. So it has nothing to do with discipline. It has everything to do with opportunity.
Facts.
I disagree, but that's your opinion. I think it's discipline because nobody is making you lay down. You wouldn't
Right.
even be in
On
this
both sides.
situation.
That's on both sides of the ball.
Nobody is making
That
you
does play a
do
part in it.
anything against your will. So it
Got you.
comes down to discipline and what you allow. Like, I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe I'm not saying the right word or something, but if you're not being forced
Well,
against your will, then you're doing it willingly.
Right.
If you know the
Consensually.
system is messed up, if you know that how women operate, if you know why would you walk into it and be like, oh, like,
Okay. So I can explain it to you, and this is why you're not making sense, right? Your argument. I'm just saying your argument, right? So listen to what you said. Can any woman at any given time come back and say, "Hey, he did something to me"? Yes or no?
I guess. I don't know. I guess.
Well, let me tell you, it's not
like,
I guess. The answer is yes. Like I said though, right? And then we've seen it happen time and time again with wealthy men and powerful men. The reason why it don't happen on the regular to regular men, because again, there's nothing to benefit from it. Okay.
mm-hmm.
There's not a lot.
Exactly.
So hold on. So listen. So hear me out. So this is what you're saying. So if any woman at any time can go back and claim that you did something for him, it's something that a man simply cannot escape unless he motherfucking denies sexual desire altogether and he's abstinent for life. And if that happens, what does that mean? If all men stop dealing with women at all for sex, now we don't have human beings anymore. So that's why it don't make sense.
Okay.
So I have a question. Do you think that women? Okay, so women, in my opinion, we function at a sense of security, right? And I'm not saying that I don't disagree with you where women look at how much men make and use that as a determinant factor of whether or not she gonna keep a kid or she gonna marry this man or anything like that, or his potential, right? But do you think that women are wrong for placing their sense of security first and whether or not they're gonna move forward with a man? Because you having financial means and you having discipline is a form of you providing security for me as a woman, because that's how you're going to make your decisions, and it also determines your ability to provide for me and my child or future children. You see what I'm saying? So is that wrong for women to want a man to provide a sense of security in order for them to be in a relationship with a man?
No, that's a woman's nature. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's wrong when she makes it predatory. It's wrong when she lies or she takes advantage of the situation and she tries to benefit more from something that was genuine. Now we're on this thing to where y'all don't understand, or women don't understand when they say this. Now, basically, you saying a man can never trust any woman. If we're making it that way, if a man can never trust any woman, now I'm never going to be in a relationship with a woman. I'm never going to take a woman serious. I'm only going to use her for sex, and most everything going to be transactional.
So that's where I'm coming from when I ask that. I'm just asking for understanding, not in the accusatory.
No. We were having a conversation. I'm not bothered by you asking the question. I think we're having a good conversation. You asked me a question. I'm answering genuine. I'm not bothered by the thing. I'm answering truthfully. I mean, my opinion anyway.
Your opinion,
so then for women, in order for women to be manipulators, right? Here's where I stand. I don't think that women are master manipulators or better manipulators than men. I feel like women have more tools at their disposal than men do to manipulate.
Africa, do you hear what you just said?
That's bullshit.
You literally beat your own question. So listen, a man does more things.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Women are not master manipulators. They just got more screwdrivers and hammers than men.
They got more tools and more ways to do it. Keep going.
You didn't. Y'all ain't let me finish. So the reason I said it that way is because
go ahead.
The reason I said it that way is because I'm saying this to you, right? Okay, as a woman, I'm aware that I have a lot of tools to manipulate a man, right? But my character and my morals and values keep me from doing that. So I think that when Coco Chanel is saying, hey, that's up to you guys being disciplined, what she's really saying, or what I'm understanding from what she's saying is, hey, if you don't choose a woman who has good character, then you're responsible for whatever you get, since you're already aware of women's ability to.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
That got to do with discipline. That has nothing to do with discipline.
That has everything to do with discipline.
I got
that has 0%
okay,
to do
so
with
let me ask the question. Hold on. So here's the question then. Men, yes or no? Men choose to be with women based on their looks first. Men choose women based on their looks first.
True.
And that's why.
So
okay, but hold on. Hold on. Wait. Okay, but now hold on. So
what does my discipline have?
Africa, you can't ask 10 questions, make the bet. You gotta let her answer.
Okay. So where does character fall? Where does character fall?
What do you mean?
How does her character? How does her character have anything to do with my discipline? Make that make sense.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So
hold on. Go ahead.
So this is what I'm saying. So it's two things. First and foremost, now we have to counter it with the same thing you already admitted. Women choose men for resources first, or the best benefit she's going to get first. Okay, so we do the same thing just in different ways. Secondly, again, at African, at any time, can you change your character at your own discretion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think.
Correct.
I think that okay. My understanding of character is who you are at the source.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I
So
mean?
what that got
you
to
can
do with
You are
change
the
that.
discipline?
source.
African, you can
Then,
literally change that at any point in time. Hey, African, I can be a very, very nice person. Listen,
right.
I can be a very, very nice person, and somebody does something that they're now mean. I can be the truthful. I can never have told a lie before in my life, and for one little reason, because I've been truthful my whole life. I tell one little white lie, but I'm still lying. So what I'm saying is, y'all hold the man accountable, and you hold the man responsible for shit that he can never control. I can never control a woman who she decides to be. Okay, as somebody that's been married, I was married for 10 years, right? And me and my ex on good terms. It's nothing crazy, but at some point we started drifting apart. She started changing. She got to the point where she wasn't happy no more. I'm not happy no more. So hey, she's not happy in a relationship. So hey, let's part ways. 10 years of everything's going. We trying to go through everything. We're willing to work it out. But at some point, just as a human being, you have the option of choice. Women employ that a whole lot more than men do, is what I'm saying. You feel me? So
I
that's
agree
what.
with that. I agree with that.
And then we say, well, the man didn't have discipline, or the man should have picked better. Well, you think he picked the vengeful, horrible personality woman off jump? No, that's not what it was. Again, more dudes get fooled way more than the women do, and men never claim this. Women always claim, "Oh, he changed. He was this. He was that. He was the." No, baby, that nigga was. He already had you know what I'm saying, a bad, shady background. You took him anyway. You dealt with him, so on and so forth, and he kept doing the same shit he always been doing. Women,
No,
on
the
the other
same thing
hand, are
goes
totally
for men. The same thing goes for
no,
men. The same thing goes for
no.
men.
It's very
Men
few and far
choose
between.
women based on their looks and their character second. And then
All right.
okay, if you with a woman, right, and she tells you, oh, she
So I
can
gotta
cook,
ask you
she
a
can
question.
clean, she can do all those things, and then
I
at
got
the
you.
end, and then you date her for 6 months, and you never seen her cook or clean once, but you know that's something you need from your
Yeah,
woman, but she looked
that's
good. How
that's
many
totally
niggas stay
different
in that
though.
same
You doing
situation?
it in African. You doing it in the inverse. So what happens is, African, when she's trying to
You
get the
just did
man,
it
she's
in the
trying to secure.
inverse, though.
Hold on. No, I didn't. I'm trying to tell you, because men and women are separate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what a woman is, she's the perfect woman in order to get the man, in order to get the relationship, in order to get the marriage or whatever. This is why men complain about sexless marriages, and men complain about sexless relationships, or the women change. The woman don't stay in shape. She starts getting out of shape. She stopped doing all the shit she was doing to keep the man, because she got him now. And now you hold this. We're in a society where, a man has to be disciplined, and he has to motherfucking be monogamous. And no matter what that woman does, the man is held to the standard of maintaining a relationship, even once the woman stops doing the shit she was originally doing. It's very, very seldom where it's the opposite way around. More likely than not, you get a fuck up that was a fuck up from the jump, and he was always going to be a fuck up, right? Women, see the potential. It's the opposite for a woman. She a freak in the bed. She clean the kitchen. She do everything, so on and so forth. But that's to get you, right? Once she got you, though, especially with that paperwork, marriage, it's over with. She ain't got it, because now if you leave her, you got to pay her out. If you leave her, she gets the win, and men get stuck in a whole bunch of bullshit.
Half. She gets half.
I don't agree with that. I feel like well, not feel. From my perspective, it's like this. You said they can't be inverse. You say I'm saying the inverse of what it is that was primarily said, right? So let's take it to this. If a woman gets with a man and she's doing all these things, right? And then they get married, she has kids, and all of a sudden she's no longer able to do all of these things, but you still hold her to the same standard. Her living situation has changed. Her responsibilities has increased. She needs more support. She goes through things the same way that a man can. I'm not saying that he can't, but let's say that woman starts to change, and she requests for that man to give her more support, or to provide for her the time she
You're
needs to do
right.
what she needs to do, or
More
take something off
support.
her back. And I think
Yes,
No,
more
you are
support. Yes.
African. No, I agree. Hold on, African.
on. Can I finish?
Okay.
I'm
I'm sorry.
saying more times than not, when you have a good woman that's in that situation and the man doesn't want to participate past a certain level, that woman is no longer able to be that woman that you met. You have to, a lot of men I see in relationships that end up getting divorced, that
I'm
woman
sorry.
reached to a certain level of support that she needed in order to continue being the woman that you met, and that support started to drift away. So if she's more emotional,
When have you ever
she
known a
needs a
man?
break. She needs you to participate. She wants you to watch the kids so she can go work out. She wants you to start cooking because she has to go work on homework with one of her kids. One of your kids are sick. She's staying up with him all night. Now she still has to go to work and she has to come back to the house and cook and clean for you. Are you gonna step up and be a man? And I'm not saying this to you personally, but what I'm saying is the same man that
Excuse me,
she
I'm
chose that
sorry.
was a good guy that did what he was supposed to do, he feel like he's a provider. He ain't stepping up that role for nobody because
We
the kids is on you. That's what a lot of women experience
when
in
you talk
marriage.
about that in correlation to what we was talking about Shannon Sharp, I mean, Shannon Sharp don't have to stand up to none of that. She just riding the wave and she benefiting from it. And that
But
what it all come down
we're
to.
not talking about a celebrity. We're talking about
Yeah,
people in
we was
general
just talking.
that are in marriage.
We was just
Yeah,
talking
but
about this.
He
yeah,
brought
he's
up
saying.
Shannon Sharp. Nobody was talking about Shannon Sharp. Nobody even mentioned Shannon
We
Sharp.
we
Oh, when I came into
He,
this
Yeah,
when
space,
he came
yeah,
into the conversation, he
yeah, I
mentioned him.
take
did.
a back,
I brought it up in
take a back
Because
seat.
correlation.
we're not celebrities. We're not you can't compare a celebrity man to an average man because it's not the same. In
but
any way, it's not
but
the
I
same.
just to
Right,
be
but
clear,
it go
Hold on,
back to
fantastic.
Fabulous point.
Hold
It go
on.
back to
Hey,
Fabulous point.
take a back seat. Let fantastic handle it for the night. Hold on,
no,
get a second.
I don't know I don't know where we are. The only reason I'm saying the only reason I talked about Shannon Sharp because that's what you guys were talking about when I came up. So
And that's because that's what I said.
okay, my bad. So we're
No,
not
it's
talking
all
about
good.
celebrities. We're talking about just regular relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
regular
tangent.
people.
That Shannon Sharp comment was a tangent that we kind of went on for a
Okay,
little bit, but
All
we
right,
were
cool.
talking
Well,
about real
we
life
work. We still work
relationships.
from there. So African. This is what I say, right? It's weird calling you African, yo.
Sorry, my name is Africa. Okay, you
Africa,
can just call me
Africa.
Africa.
There we go.
That's my name.
Africa. That's better. I like Africa better than African, right? So Africa. Listen, this is the thing. I agree with you. If and when the dynamic changes, you increase your family and thing, a woman, especially if you're married to her, we talking about married, I'm guessing, or a serious relationship, right? As a man and a father, and you sharing children, you're supposed to help out as much as you possibly can, more, right? I think I'm thinking, and I would say for the most part, dads definitely help and participate when and where they can. Most dads don't just be like, fuck it, bitch, figure it out. Nah. At the same time, though, okay, what is he doing? So women don't take consideration of where, all right, it's this little Mexican girl, she going viral. The dude worked like 60 some hours a week, right? And then he's at home on the weekend. All he want to do is play the game or stay in the house. And she's like, she complaining because he don't want to go outside. Now, I think the shit is just, it's one of those scripted things that she says I don't believe is real. But that really is a scenario that a lot of dudes come up with as to where the woman doesn't understand, hey, this man just worked 10, 12 hours a day. Okay. His energy and his what's the name is, you know what I mean? Just like yours, not to mention other shit that he got to do. So if you're not, well, in most cases you'll be working. You're working 8 hours. Let's say you work a office job or you work something that's not highly labor intensive, right? We still believe in fucking gender roles, right? Where the women do most of the thing. The woman's still a nurturer. The woman's still, the homemaker and all these different things. Okay, that don't mean the dude can just come there and be a complete slob, be a fucking pig, and But what I'm saying is those roles still exist outside of what we do outside. You feel me? So at the end of the day, that woman's never being asked to do nothing that the man has to do. But because women fought for equality in the ability to be able to do the shit that men could do, now women out here working. So you got to work and be a mom. And not to mention, for the most part, for the majority of a kid's life, your ass ain't dealing with them for fucking 8 hours anyway. Okay.
Women didn't fight for equality. Women fought for rights because we couldn't have bank accounts, couldn't do anything without a man's signature, whether that be husband or father. So we fought for basic rights. It ain't
Right.
equality
And
we
y'all
fought
couldn't
for.
extend our
Those
and
are
then
money without our
okay.
permission. Right.
yeah, then it evolved, and then the
We
feminist.
wanted to be
So y'all
able
wanted to have
to
your
have
own
money
money.
and resources
No, you're right.
because the people that had the control over the money and resources were making life a living hell for certain women. This was
Uh,
something that has been documented. You can Google it. It's not made up.
well,
That's
no,
why
no one's
women
saying.
needed their
Yeah, no one's
rights
saying
to
it's
be
made
able to
up.
do those things.
So
But
this is what
yeah,
you're saying though. So it started out as just general rights, then it turned into equal rights because of the feminist movement. So yeah, eventually, initially, yeah, just rights and being able to do stuff without a man. But then, hey, I can do everything that a man can do. That we can't act like that's not where we are as a world, especially in the
Right.
United States.
yeah, but that's why you have to find a woman that you have to find the right structured mindset. All y'all find is the right structured ass cheeks. Y'all don't look at what's in her head, and then it's like a
Okay,
merry-go-round.
But shit,
so that's what. But that's what.
before we get to the ass cheeks, we gotta get to the head. So we'll see. We can see a little bit. We can kind of
But I
predetermine
don't. I don't think
whether or
like.
not she gonna be just a bimbo for the night, or if this is somebody we really want to take an interest in. We know the difference once we start talking to y'all.
Y'all
Yeah,
do?
but yeah, I mean for the
Oh, okay. So every man knows the difference.
Well, you can't,
We
Okay.
baby. You
not
can't do
dumb.
that. You speaking in hold on. You keep doing the absolutes. We're not saying every or all in anything. We know that. I would say most men, for the most part, don't take a woman serious until she proves herself otherwise. Every dude pursues. Now, this is the every. All right. Every man pursues a woman for sex first. Okay. You see the woman. You think she looks good enough to have sex with. You pursue sex. In the process, if she's more than sex, you take it further than that. If not, that's the level you keep it at. Then you got some tender dick dudes out here as to where, hey, she put the little piece of puss on him, giving that good mouth, and he gone either way. Okay, that's the minority though. Okay, I would like to say, but yeah, I'm in the for the most part, men don't take women serious. For the most part, she really has to show herself to be that way for him to take her for more than sex. Is what I'm saying. So and then on the other side of it is y'all keep acting like the majority of women are attractive like that. Nah, most women are average or below. The highly attractive women are the smallest percentage. So we can't apply, and this is another thing that women like doing. The women that are fucking unattractive, they don't get the treatment that the attractive chicks get. Okay, they don't even get the treatment that the mid chicks get. So we got to stop applying this as to where men treat all women the same. No, like you said, the more attractive a woman is, the more leeway she gets.
Because she have more tools.
Yeah, exactly. Like Africa said, she got more tools of manipulation.
And you can tell
Yeah, we
who
got
get
more
the
tools.
leeway.
We got more tools of
'Cause-
manipulation at our disposal. I'm
So
not
to go back
disagreeing
to
with
the
that.
so
original question,
But
are
men,
so
women the
you
men,
you and
master
men
you so
have.
you just
manipulators?
But hey,
Africa.
hold on.
You just
Uh-huh.
Africa. You just answered Coco Chanel question earlier.
What
Say what you just said again.
you said? Okay, so back to that statement I made. Women have more
No, Africa,
tools.
quit
I'm
doing
saying
it.
it.
Africa,
I'm saying
quit.
it.
No,
Women have.
just say it.
Let me finish. When women have more tools at their disposal for manipulation than men do, right? Men have more ability to have power and money than women do. Like I don't have the same type of power that a man does.
That sounds crazy as
The
hell.
Matrix.
Wow.
Africa,
Did you mute my mic?
I
Now he
did.
You a son bitch. You a son bitch.
Africa,
Listen,
just answer the question. God
man,
damn.
I did answer the question.
You damn
I said,
straight you did. Women are master manipulators.
yeah, women are fucking manipulators, man.
all right, but
Men do more things from a power dynamic and from a dominant stance than
thank you
manipulation.
because that's what I was saying. I was saying that men have more power than women do, regardless of how much equal rights we got. I don't have the same power to walk into a room and make shit happen like a man does. I
Bullshit.
can't.
Hold
I
on.
can't go and argue.
Bullshit. You better
I
look
can't
at.
argue.
You better look at all
Yeah.
OnlyFans. We in the
Okay.
Well,
digital
not even
age.
OnlyFans. So
Listen.
African, hold on,
That's
African.
just thirsty niggas. Like,
I can disprove
That's
that
multiple
real easy.
tools for you.
Well,
No,
no,
but
this is
I'm
what I'm saying.
saying.
So
This
Africa,
is what I'm.
just real quick, let me give
Okay.
you this scenario. So
Give
Africa,
me an example. Give me an
how
example
tall
where
are
I'm
you?
wrong.
How tall are you,
Huh?
Africa? How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7".
6'2". Africa 6'2". We the same height.
Oh
Man,
Lord.
get out of here.
Either way, let's
Me
say
and
even
Africa the same height. Fantastic.
so Africa, so you're in the middle of a mall or whatever. Well, no, fuck it. You're on the side of a road, right? Your car break down. All right, you standing outside your car with the fucking stuff out, but you don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know how to change the tire. I'm not saying you really don't know. I don't know if you do or don't. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You
She know how
outside,
to
your car
change. She know how to swap an engine.
somebody go, Lord Jesus. Somebody gonna pull up and help you, right? Just off the strength that you're a woman.
Yeah.
How many people gonna stop and help my big black ass? Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna stop and motherfucking pull over the side of the road to fucking help me. He'll be this big ass for one. I'm scary. Okay, it might be a setup. This nigga plotting. This nigga plotting a stain. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what we say. Even in that, a woman's vulnerability is her power. You can make a claim, Africa, and say that, hey, he did something to me, and dudes will just randomly believe you and come at a dude for you making a claim. Absolutely no fucking proof whatsoever, right? You're gonna be believed. So that's what I'm saying. So even that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can I use your same example with the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need another example.
I bring my car to a mechanic because I have an issue, and I'm telling him it's the gasket or whatever is wrong with it, right? I'm saying this is wrong with my car. He ain't listening to me. He ain't listening to me
either.
Listen, I'm telling
you
you,
use the worst. You know, you use the worst motherfucking thing because mechanics are the shiestiest motherfuckers. Every mechanic is shiesty. So that use another example.
My experience. Well, my brother is a mechanic, and he always, when I take my car to mechanic, he tells me what to go and tell these guys so I can get it done. So I guess I did use a bad example. My bad. All right.
And that's when you say, bitch, just change my alternator.
Hold on. We just got furniture at my house, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm telling these guys to bring it in the back porch. They ain't listening to me because they movers. They don't have time to listen to me. They ain't about to do what I asked them to do.
Another bad scenario.
Steps in and tells him, "Hey, put the furniture in here. Put it this way. I want this furniture to be on this side. I'm gonna watch y'all do it." He had to take that responsibility for me because I don't get the same type of respect that a man does when I'm dealing with other men. But granted, too, given the actual profession that I have as well, I experience that a lot more than most women would. You see what I'm saying? So from my perspective, from my lifestyle, from me personally, men have a lot more power than I do.
You experience more people ignoring you, or you experience more having more authority?
People ignoring me.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm saying, right? So even in that, we're saying in most of these cases, I mean, it's just I would say it's your attitude more so, and I'm not saying it's a negative thing, but if I'm paying you to do anything, it's gonna be done the way I want it fucking done. Man, fucking boy, dog, cat, rat, or grasshopper. You feel me? So I think that's just your assertiveness, because if you're paying someone to do something and you say, hey, I want you to do it this way, there's a tactful way, and what's name's like, hey, who's in charge here? I told you I want it done this way. This is the way I need you to do it. This is a service. Okay, this is business.
Yeah, I'm saying, bitch, put my shit like I want it. You just end up there. Can you please?
No, women do take authority of situations all the time. But what I'm saying is this, right? At the end of the day, the minority of men have authority, be it at work, be it in regular life, be it in everyday fucking outcomes, right? For the most part, no man is just gonna hop up and motherfuckers gonna do what the hell he tell them to do if you just some random nigga. You run the risk of getting whooped or shot or hurt, right? So and then most men are in relationships. So being that most men aren't in relationships, right? To even have control over a woman, to be able to tell a woman to do anything, right? And most men can't tell other men to do shit. Where is this power you're talking about? it's contained by a very, very small percentage of the men that have it. Most men don't have it, and most men aren't in a position to even enforce it or use it. If they, you know what I mean? It's presumed, but it's not present.
That's not my experience. I'll just say that. But like I
Well,
said,
you
my
African
experience,
though. Oh, hold on.
but
Yeah, you African too.
no. But I'm from the Virgin Islands. My name is Africa. I know it
Oh, yeah, I'm
don't fit,
sorry.
but that's how it goes.
Well, still
But
Caribbean too. No, Caribbean
right,
work too. You know, Caribbean is still the same way. That's a very, very male intensive, a very, very
right,
male dominant culture.
right. So personal experience. A lot of times when you want shit to get done that actually matters, if you don't have a man there present, you don't get it done the same way. You don't get the same type of respect from my personal life, from my work life, because I'm a truck driver. I have to fight twice as hard to get half the respect. But that's because I'm a woman in a
Yeah,
men's
and a man
industry.
dominant.
You see what
So
I'm saying?
your anecdotal is going to be off though, because your whole situation
Right,
is
right.
uncommon.
So that's why I'm saying like from my personal experience. That's why I'm not saying
But let's
from
say this though.
everything. Because
Hold on.
right,
So do you at the same time, do you not see yourself getting help that male truck drivers don't offer to other male truck drivers?
of course.
All right then.
But
So you
but
see, you
no
trying
no
to
no
run from it. You try see you
no.
being feisty right now.
I'm not negating. I'm not negating me getting help. I'm not saying that. If I need a backup in a space, a pack of niggas is gonna come and help me. Okay, all white
That's
men,
but,
Spanish
right,
men
so
don't matter. They
Africa.
gonna hold the
That's what
door.
we
All that.
saying though. So
But
Africa, what we
but
saying is
I'm not.
listen.
Well, okay. But can I finish? Can I finish?
My bad.
What I'm saying is where it matters. Where it matters is my pocket. Where it matters is opportunity. Where it matters is I want that truck. I need you to do this for me right now. I need you to talk to that broker right now. When it comes to me being taken seriously, I'm not going to get the same respect that a man's going to get. When I say, hey, I need for shit to happen on this day, this way, I got to fight twice as hard for half-ass jobs. When another man, because one of my best friends, he's a truck driver too. He don't experience half the bite back, half the argument, half the correction, the condescension that I do. But I also understand I'm a woman working in a man's world. I'm not gonna get the same respect. So I have to function off. I do take the things that I do get as being a woman. I understand that. But where I'm saying it matters, whereas my pocket, I don't get the same respect.
Yeah, but again, like I said, I think that's a unique situation or uncommon situation because, like I said, you're in an extremely like 90, I would say 95+% male dominated profession. So that's gonna
Yeah, I'm the only woman that works for my company.
So that's what I'm saying. Out of how many people's in the company?
There's like 70 or 80 drivers.
So you're literally less than like 1% of like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, but still what you'll be able to juxtapose, right? And compare it to the help that you get that men would never help another man with, right? Considerations and little things that add up over time as to where even though you may not get the load you want or so on and so forth, right? When you get into, the truck stop and motherfuckers letting you have a space versus not letting you have a space if you was a dude. Feel me? And now because you were able to get that space, you just saved, let's say 20 minutes on the road. This is just hypothetical. I'm not saying for sure or for certain. You feel what I'm saying? Little shit like
That's
that.
Happened. That's happened before.
So that's what I'm saying. So listen, a woman and women, because you guys, just the way you're built to look at things, humans overall, women especially though, women more so than men, y'all don't understand like the little shit that men do for you for absolutely nothing, how much that shit add up. A man never see that shit. That's what I'm saying. And not saying we should. Listen, none of I'm saying is where
Can you
I
give
feel
an
like
example?
Well, like I just gave you one. Like the sacrificing, right? Or letting a woman in front of you or letting you do something that you wouldn't let another man do. You feel me? A man would never let another man get the fucking truck stop. Niggas will literally fight over that. I'm pretty sure I've heard about this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard of truck drivers fighting over truck spots.
Yeah, they lose their life sometimes.
I give you an example, Mr. Patrick. I seen a nigga today. Nigga was about to blow up the goddamn Amazon trying to bag in. I drove right past his ass. I ain't been helping his ass.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like the little things, a lot of little things that goes on.
But you see how she laughed at a man pain. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Ashley, you petty. No, but
You know what I'm saying? Straight
I
feminist.
can agree. I can agree with what you're saying, and I especially where I'm at right now with my life, I definitely take a lot more note and give credit where credit's due when it comes to men and the things that they do for me, not knowing who I am just based off the fact that I'm a woman. I definitely take note of that. It's noticeable. But what I'm saying as far as the dynamic goes for what men and versus women sacrifice, we're on a clock, first of all. Once we have kids with you, we're not just, we can't just walk away. We're vulnerable. We're attached to those children. That's a part of our lifestyle now. We got to stay with those children until those children are ready to leave. Majority, not in total. And also, whoever we choose to be with, whoever we choose to have children with, once we walk away from that first situation and we go to our second situation, our value, not to us, but to y'all, goes down immediately. And then let's say we don't have the capacity to understand or to learn, hey, we can't keep making the same mistake or living this same pattern. And now we end up being one of those women who has 5 kids with 5 different baby daddies. And now we're all of a sudden, we've learned the life lesson and we've changed. We're not going to get treated the same as a man who has maybe 2 or 3 kids, or even if he has 5 kids and he's going into a relationship, that woman still values him as being a man. That man doesn't value that woman in the same way he would, let's say, a mid-tier single woman versus a woman who is a 10 out of 10 with 5 kids.
Africa, is it because you paying all the bills and the woman ain't paying shit? Could that be it?
What do you mean?
Is it because we look at women as less once they have kids because they not helping with shit afterwards? They hitting us with unrealistic expectations, and they baby daddy don't cry none of that shit.
Okay, so what if she is providing for you though? What the things that Mr. Fantastic said that he wanted her to provide? Keep looking, play your traditional role. What if she's doing that with those 5 kids? Is that still not worth you spending your money?
You
Do you not see that as an equal
you being
exchange?
Africa, you teaching and helping your
He
kids. How
said,
that benefit me?
I'm going off of what we took as notes, what we were using as points. I'm using that same example, a traditional, because he said, even though we all live in women want to be equal to men society, men and women still believe in traditional values for the most part. We still want to act like we're in a traditional relationship. So let's say that woman is fulfilling that role and she got 5 kids. She's still not valued in the same way that she would be if she was single, but she's still doing the same things for you. She just got more liabilities. But what about him and his 5 kids?
Yeah, but whoa, what you mean him and his 5? Well, how many kids we talking here total?
Yeah, she just be adding. She be adding the problem after problem. Don't give you time to respond.
Yeah. First off, baby, listen. 5 kids is make that nigga get off of you. Why is we having 5 kids? First and foremost, Jesus Christ. But even in that, right? I don't think a woman becomes less valuable to a man once he's had his children. No, that man wants to protect his kids, and more likely than not, if it was, especially if something that was like this relationship shit, we're talking relationship, right? We ain't talking just like some random club shit, right? One night stand shit, right?
We're talking, we're adulting responsibly.
So, the biggest gift that a woman can give to a man is continue his fucking bloodline, continue his fucking his legacy, his lineage, right? So for the most part, if a dude's in a relationship with a woman, she has a seed, he not thinking less of her. He's actually thinking more of her, and then he's more likely to want to do something.
No bad taxes. She talking about when she leave her baby daddy, the new nigga gonna look at her as less valuable.
Why the fuck is you leaving your baby daddy? That's your fault.
Okay, we're talking after. Okay, after
You
this
said she talking
responsibility.
in circles. You don't know if she with the first baby daddy.
Yeah, like
Actually, you
damn.
are not helping. You are not helping
Ain't
at
no
all.
Africa. I'm trying to help you. You won't let us get in
I'm not
there
talking
and
in circles. I am saying in
fantastic. Do you
general.
think she was still with the first baby daddy,
Yeah,
and
I didn't know you was
he's
talking
looking
about.
at
If
her?
you talking about, yeah, if you're talking about secondary relationship, especially the more
That's what
kids
I'm
you got.
talking
No,
about.
you're right. You're 10,000% correct. The more kids you have
Right,
outside of your first child's father, yes, the less valuable you're gonna be to every other man.
right. But that man
And,
doesn't.
and the and
That
the and
man
the
was.
nigga, his kids don't stay with him, Africa. So most women don't care about how many kids a nigga got. Let's be honest. Y'all kids be staying with y'all.
But yeah, but that's what
I
I'm
got
saying. I'm saying
I
there's
got to
no
sit there when
equality
you
in that.
put 5 kids to sleep to get some coochie. I ain't doing it. Go ahead, Africa.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done. I ain't arguing no more. I feel like I'll just say that statement and then just leave it alone because I won't be a little asshole. Men are way more selfish than women are. Okay,
What?
point
Lord
blank.
have
Period.
mercy.
Men are more selfish than women are across the board.
How?
Explain.
Yeah.
Explain, Africa.
That's
A woman
rude.
with five. A
I,
woman with
I, I
five
didn't know I was
kids.
running a feminist
A
pack
woman
over
with
here.
five kids. What?
No, go
I
ahead.
didn't know I was running a feminist cult over here.
Nigga, please. You've been calling me a feminist since I met you. Anyway,
Yeah, but I didn't know.
a woman
I
with
didn't know it was just. I didn't know more than you. Shit, a cocoa feminist. But no, go ahead with your example, man, please.
okay, a woman with five kids, right, is gonna take
Where,
her disposable
Erica, where's
income
these
that she
5 kids
got.
coming from? Eric, hold
And,
on,
and
Eric.
Okay,
under three, at least.
a woman with children will take her disposable income and cook and clean and maintain her house to entertain a man,
Hell
right?
no, you just saying whatever now.
Oh my God,
She don't
I've
have a
seen it
choice.
happen.
Listen, what I'm saying. So Africa, she don't have a choice. What are you talking about? So she, that's for one, that's something she has to do. She has to provide for those kids regardless. So she's really
Right,
not gonna do. And then furthermore, more likely than not, that man's still gonna be spending money on her. He's definitely gonna spend way more money on her than she spends on him. So anything she's doing inside of her house for the sake of quote unquote, I guess, pursuing a man or dealing with a man, that's just some shit by proxy. She gotta keep a clean house regardless. She gotta cook food regardless. So she make this nigga one plate out of the extra plate she would have had for leftovers for the rest of the week. Come on, Africa, stop playing.
so why complain about it when you have to spend more money then? If she's dealing with, if she's a liability to you and y'all gotta spend more money and y'all gotta deal with kids, why complain about it if you already know
Because,
what the situation is? Why try and hold that over that woman's head?
well, no. Well, I agree with you there too. If you know, I don't believe in a man complaining about some shit that he knew beforehand. Especially if she got fucking 3 kids. Any nigga dealing with a woman who's got 3 kids, hey brother, hey whatever, you get what you get, my nigga. What the
Well,
difference is?
that's
That's
what.
why we
So
tell.
that's where that this is where I appreciate what you said because you're actually showing equity where a lot of men would be like, "That's not my responsibility. She chose to do that A, B, and C," but you still dealing with her, so you gotta pay
Well,
for that
no,
liability, and that's where I'm saying what you're saying isn't usually the response I get, which is you're
well, no,
taking
no. It's the side
accountability
of
for
the
the
same
choice.
thing, though. Hold on. I still agree with the other piece you just said. I definitely agree with the other piece you just said. I'm not fucking with Shawty. She got 3 kids. That's too much of a liability. She got three. She got 3 other niggas nuts. No, ma'am. I can't take you serious. We can chill. We can kick it. I can, you know what I mean? I can, you know what I'm saying, break some of this off in you. But as far as taking you serious, no, ma'am. I can't do that.
I want to know what M thinks. She too quiet over there, and Lily too.
My bad. I was doing something. I was finna ask you, is we gonna put up these videos or not? Because I'm gonna get off soon, and I gotta get up at 4 a.m. So you gotta let me know what we doing.
It's whatever you want to do. We listening to Africa Trauma, so it's your night, man. I don't know why
I
you
don't
put
have
me
no
first.
fucking trouble. I don't got no goddamn 3 kids, nigga.
So where the five? Clearly you got trauma. You keep saying fantastic. She keeps saying 5 kids. She ain't got none.
Listen,
So
I don't
what?
even know who the fuck the
A lot of
argument
women,
is, to be honest.
a lot of women my age have kids.
I got kids. What about it?
But no, Africa, you went to an all girls school. You really been serious? Say they want manipulative?
Hello? What'd you say?
Can you hear me, Africa?
I can hear you now. I'm traveling through the mountains, so you're going in and out
You
sometimes.
went to an all girls school, right?
Uh-huh.
You really been serious? Say women are not manipulative?
No, I think majority of women are manipulated, point blank, period. I understand that, but I'm also looking at it as from an objective standpoint. Like if you had two people of character, a man of character and a woman of character, a woman has more tools at her discretion than a man does when it comes to manipulation. But all in all, like me arguing this, I'm arguing this from a typical man and woman point of view. That's just not who I am or how I live my lifestyle. I'm a very honest person, and I don't think that manipulation is something, that anybody should be doing to another person. But that's not the world we live in. We live in a world full of dishonest people that manipulate each other, that don't want to take accountability on both parts, on the part of men and women, that use each other because they feel like they're gonna get what they want for themselves and don't have any consideration for what they do to other people, that want to just be in relationships or want to bring life into this world to fulfill their own vanity. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of women out here who use their children as a bank account. You know what I mean? There are a lot of men out here who use their power as a way to have a harem of women so they can fuck whoever they want.
But most women like a man with power. So what's the problem?
No one man should have all.
Lily, you want to play the video, Lily? Lily, you want to play the video? Play the video, Lily.
Thank you, Fantastic, for putting belt to ass tonight.
Shut the fuck up.
Y'all drop that boy good in the comments.
Y'all drop that boy good in the comments.
Lily, you know what? I gonna stop. What you call it? You supposed
That
to have my back.
That wasn't nothing towards you, Africa. That wasn't nothing towards you, Africa. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional. My bad. I apologize.
Fantastic over here wearing ass out.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. This is theater.
Eric, why you let Fantastic turn your ass up tonight? You
shut the fuck up.
You had how long to work today?
Ashton, I told you earlier, I've only slept for like 4 hours between today and yesterday, man.
I can tell. Shit.
Africa.
I'm sorry.
And you still driving right now?
Yeah. Hey, pull your ass over and
Okay.
in that bed.
I got 62 miles. I got 62 miles.
She can't do it, Fantastic. She too busy. She too busy trying to fight the patriarchy.
You over the road? You over the road, Africa?
Yeah, I'm over the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been driving?
I'm over the road. 2 years.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nigga be riding that hoe like Ghost Rider.
Let me tell you something, okay? At least I'm making that money. Okay? That cha-chang. Yeah, I feel like Pops when I'm on the road.
I know your ass ain't
one load after
complaining
another.
being no
Bang,
damn
bang, bang.
Oh my goodness.
Eric, you gotta say them all at the same time. You
got no money being a truck driver.
Huh?
I said I know you ain't complaining about no money and you're a truck driver.
Oh no, so I complain about money regardless.
Oh shit! You pulling up the video, Lily? I don't know which one you using.
I got the first one you sent me. Broke men are mean. Take it out on their women. Woman said
Damn, that Coco Chanel ain't up here.
she always be dipping out.
What did y'all? I saw something today from a movie, and I don't remember what movie it is. It's Eddie Murphy and what's his name? John Witherspoon, and he says, what did he say?
Oh yeah, I need to talk about you got to coordinate and what's the
I
name?
know you too, babe.
I, he says, some of y'all boys out here being pussy whipped, but you gotta
Yeah,
whip that
that
pussy,
pussy.
bang bang
You
bang.
gotta whip that pussy. Bang bang bang. That was a joint with Halle Berry. I think it's what not Distinguished Gentleman is it Distinguished
Oh,
Gentleman?
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Okay, Boomerang. Okay, I gotta watch that movie. I've never watched it. I need to watch that movie. That's what it.
You definitely
So
gotta
Boomerang.
Lord
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah, you got your black card is fucking your shit is suspended until you watch that.
Fantastic. You
No,
sure she
it's
ain't
not.
coming out next Friday?
No, she said Eddie Murphy. So
No,
nah.
no,
Eddie
no.
Murphy.
Next Friday after next.
Eddie Murphy's in
She African. She don't know who she was looking at. It was Mike Epps.
Man, please stop it. Okay. There's a lot of movies I have watched though. Okay, leave me the fuck alone.
Listen, is we gonna watch it or not? Actually, you gotta let it up in the back.
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
I pulled it up. My phone died.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Men are mean. Okay.
Fair use.
They are mean because they are not happy with themselves. And a man's ability to provide is essential to his confidence, to his self-esteem, just like the way a woman looks is very much associated with how she feels about herself and affects her confidence and her self-esteem.
Can we agree right there that statement was very much true?
No, it's cap.
No.
I agree.
What?
Yeah, of course y'all do. Listen, a broke nigga is the happiest nigga on the fucking planet.
I'm gonna be honest. A woman making more than me ain't never intimidated me. But her throwing it in my face, that shit made me want to whoop that bitch ass.
Okay, I get that. Okay, fair use.
Obviously, rich men can be mean too. Okay. But what I'm telling you is, as a whole, 98.9% of men who cannot provide for themselves, like basic necessities, that need somebody else to help them with food, shelter, and transportation, men that are not in a place where they want to be in their life, where they are frustrated for prolonged periods of time, they need outlets to vent that frustration. If a man is broke, chances are it's not one day of being broke. It's months, it's years of not being able to do what he needs to do. And there is a pent up frustration, and he will take it out on the people that are closest to him. The number one person he's taking that out on is his significant other. He will be mean to you. Okay. And it can be just a matter of him being snappy and rude, stingy, accusing you of being a gold digger just because you are asking for bare minimum, or just because you are confident. It could.
Wait, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say all that comes out, that side of him starts to come out when you start calling him on his shit. Like, when you gonna maybe get a job, when you gonna do this, when you gonna execute this goal you said you was gonna do months ago. Like, that's when that mean nigga start coming out, when you start calling him on his shit.
Why? This is the question though. Why are you dealing with him?
So, well, that's number one. Yeah, because like I always say on the panel, I'm not building a bell. We're done with that. You have to come already potential. But I understand too, in the real world, shit happens. So maybe you lost a job, you down on your luck, a little bit.
But that I can understand, right? So rebuilding or trying to rebound off some, some unexpected shit. But
right.
When most women say that though, they're talking like from jump. So we know it's way more dudes that's just ain't shit, ain't got nothing going.
I think that's when the dickmentation starts to wear off, and they start to realize when they over there crying and shit, letting this nigga drive their car while she at work and shit. And it's like, What you crying for? What do you bring everything to this relationship? Like this nigga is special because you made him for real. Like he has nothing, and you sit over here making a fool of yourself. So, and then like I said, yeah, you start to call him out on this shit. So now he want to be mean. Start, with his rebuttal.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So when I was snapping, when I was broke, yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I was snapping. Cause that bitch got me fired from my job. That bitch
Mm.
wrecked my car. You get what I'm saying?
See, now that's
Now,
different.
The bitch
because
with?
how-
No, hold on. The bitch you was dealing with?
yes.
Oh yeah, no, that's
You
get
get,
her out of here.
the right
you
to
get what I'm
be.
saying? And that the bitch exactly. But this what this fantastic. How many women you know don't wreck a nigga car before? I mean, flip that bitch over.
On purpose, not on purpose, but like accident or on purpose.
Yeah, just on accident.
Oh hell yeah! Listen, bro. Hey,
You see what I'm saying? These niggas don't never for no reason. They ain't mean and broke just for no.
Yeah.
They be a real.
that too.
I used to laugh at niggas when they bitch break the car. I be like, nigga, you see it? Did she pay for it? And he go back and tell them, nigga, what the fuck you go back until
Hey,
shit happened to me.
won't even pay the deductible, Ashton. Won't even pay the nigga the deductible.
When he, Mr. Fantastic, you hear me? The bitch ain't pay the deductible. He still low. He got a new car. Let the bitch drive the new one. I see the nigga in the store. I pulled the nigga to the side. Hey, did she flip your car over and hit a fire hydrant?
Oh shit.
The bitch inboxed me on Facebook long ass and say, why you wearing I ain't even fucked up about the man. I'm fucked up. Nigga, you went back and told this whole nigga, I thought we were bored. Like shit like that. That nigga, man, me personally, I snap over some shit like that. Most niggas just suck that shit up. And how many times have we seen a woman get a nigga fired from a job and keep coming up there and shit?
I've never seen it personally, but
Heard it.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm saying? A nigga ain't mad because he broke. Nigga mad because a bitch put him there and ain't spending the money that he was spending on her.
I mean, in that situation, you gotta be, because otherwise it goes back to Mr. Fantastic's initial question, like, what are you even doing with a broke nigga? Like, how did he even get you to the point where he's allowed to be mean to you? How you let this nigga fuck with your energy? I don't know.
But that's why she be allowed it, because she know what the fuck she did. She ain't gonna admit it.
No, I'm saying, like, if you met the nigga, if she met the nigga broke, like, why he even got that access to you? Like, he broke. You shouldn't even know this man. But that goes into what somebody said earlier. That's your choice in men. Says a lot about you. So,
Africa, you ain't got nothing on it?
I ain't got nothing to say.
oh shit. Y'all done pissed Africa off. Leave Africa alone, Ashton.
That ain't me. That Mr. Fantastic putting belt to ass.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic, put the belt away.
Whatever you ready, Lily.
All right, fair use.
Be him having a problem with you having confidence in yourself and loving yourself. He'll have a problem with that.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house,
Or it can be downright violent. When a man is not where he wants to be, especially financially, the woman in his life is paying for it. And I don't care what couples are smiling on social media, back behind closed doors. If there's money problems and he can't do anything about it, he is mean, he is mean, he is mean. And
I'm not sure if that's I don't know if you can just associate that with towards a significant other. I think that when the money is fucked up, then it could absolutely impact everybody around him. I don't think that it's just singular to the woman that he may lay next to. Now, she may be the person that he interacts with on a regular basis, or she may even be the cause of some of that pain. But more likely not, I'm gonna just be objective about this one, and I gotta just tell it and give it the real. And I always like to link back to the content creator, so the link to that is gonna be down in the description. But the reality is that yes, guys that have trouble financially, and that can come in a multitude of different forms. It can come in all shapes and sizes, all socioeconomic statuses. Yes, they can be a little bit cantankerous, to say the least, if the money ain't right. And she is kind of spot on with the statement. I don't know about the last part that she was just talking about, but with the statement that she was talking about when she said that, if their ability to provide, I would change that. And I would say their ability to be productive, right? Because productivity yields results. Over a period of time, ultimately, that's going to translate into you being financially successful. So I wouldn't limit it to just saying provide, right? Because that then says that his focus is 100% on women. Single guys that may not be in a relationship, I see them sometimes in my chat, and they get upset at the fact that when you start talking about money or you start talking about being successful, God is going to humble you. And that's why I say it's not singular to just maybe the person that he's laying next to or the woman that he's in a relationship with. It is impactful to anybody can get it, honestly. Anybody can get it.
Lily, you can go to the next one.
That can't feed themselves, that may be down on their luck. It can.
You hear me, Lily? Africa.
Yeah.
My bad. What you say?
I said you can go to the next one if you want to before you go.
All right, hold up. Let me put this shit.
So Eric, you telling me niggas be just broke and mean?
Yup.
For no reason.
I got a couple more
Yeah. Nah, I say this. I feel like men are motivated. Men are motivated by different things in their life, as individuals. But I feel like if I had to think about the relationships that I've had, if I've ever dealt with a man who ended up in bad circumstances, or he's not making the money he used to, or he takes a loss, them niggas be mean. But it's not necessarily have anything to do with me. It's because shit's not working out on their end, and they're just, I feel like men in general have a lot on their mind when it comes to providing for whoever they're with and even themselves, or meeting their goals. And if they can't do those things, they get frustrated and they're not going to be nice. But a man who doesn't have an outlet, or doesn't have the tools necessary to deal with his anger or vent his situation that's going on, he gonna take it out on the person that's closest to him. It's just kind of like, you're dealing with somebody that ain't eat all day, and now they're hangry, and now they got an attitude with you. Now, I'm not saying I've ever been cursed out because, by a broke dude. But I'm saying, like, you get the attitude, you get the uncooperativeness, you get the mean, just angry dude. I feel like that's very true.
Okay. Oh shit. You already pulled the other one up, Lily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair use. Oh shit, I got it on mute. My bad.
If you are a stay-at-home mom, you should be receiving a salary from your husband. If you are a stay-at-home mom, otherwise known as a non-compensated working mom, and you are married to a man, your husband, the compensated partner, should be paying for the uncompensated labor. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of pissed off men in the comments, but try to replace you. Try to replace a stay-at-home mom. You're going to be paying for a chauffeur, a chef, a nanny, a project manager for the house. In fact, recent data has shown that stay-at-home moms, non-compensated working parents, if you had to pay them a salary, it would be at least $175,000 a year. So if you are a non-compensated working mom, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you deserve a salary from your husband. I said it.
I ain't got no husband. I fucked up.
You think me and Fantastic pissed off at that statement, Lily?
You said what?
You think me and Fantastic pissed off at that statement?
A little bit. I'm sure you got a rebuttal.
I can't rebuttal. They make me pissed off.
No, I ain't pissed off.
No, I'm saying me rebuttaling that make me pissed.
Oh no, you having a rebuttal don't make me pissed off.
No, I'm saying me having a rebuttal that mean I'm pissed off.
Oh no, it means you have an opinion.
Erica, you think her statement pissed me and Fantastic off?
I don't know.
Africa trading like.
Yeah, no, I ain't no pissed off, but that's that $175,000. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I
On
think
top
that's
of
a bit much. Yeah.
like that. No job pays that. What are we doing? And then now you want to get paid for you deciding to be a mom? Get the fuck out of here. No.
Yeah, like
I feel like it depends on your lifestyle. Like y'all seen that video of that girl y'all seen that video of that girl and she was getting interviewed and the man asked her, how much do you think it takes to support a family a year? How much should your man make? And she said 30,000.
Oh, with the girl that didn't know what actual man was.
Right. The one, no, the one
Yeah.
that she had the little white girl. She had a baby in her hand, and he was interviewing her, and he was like, "How much is rent?" And she said $1,000, and you only spend $400 on food and things like that. Like, come on, she live in an unrealistic world. But I feel like it depends on your lifestyle. Like, how many people can afford to have a woman stay at home and be happy at the same time? And I also feel like, she coming from a space where your man is willing to do that. He sees the value in you to do that, to pay you $175,000 a year. No, I mean, that's crazy talk. You crazy.
I ain't paying nobody to be no housewife. I'm sorry. You
But
want
if
me
you
to
get
pay
with a
you
girl,
to be a mother?
let me ask you a question. If you get with a girl and her daddy give her $5,000 a month as spending money, and now she wants to be married to you and she want to be a stay-at-home mom, are you going to give her $60,000 a year or just pure cash for her to blow?
Why is her
Hell,
daddy not giving her? Why is her daddy not giving money no more? Make it make sense.
Because he turned the responsibility of taking care of his daughter and maintaining her lifestyle over to you.
we having that discussion before she even walk down the aisle or get a key to the crib, baby. No, we ain't doing no $5,000 a month allowance for existence. No, baby.
I wouldn't even want you telling your parents we together. I ain't bullshit. I feel like that's a thing in the black culture. I feel like motherfuckers back in school. You remember when motherfucker? Hey, don't tell people we go together. That motherfucker study running back to her phone trying to tell them we go together. Now this hoe can't come outside no more. Now we gotta sit in the living room. Man, look, you fucking opportunities up.
How
I
is
can't
that
do it.
relevant, Ashton? I don't understand where that came from.
What I'm saying is, why would you miss out on the $5,000 when you already getting it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You expecting another motherfucker to come in and pay $5,000? That's your daddy. That ain't me. You really think somebody gonna come in and replace your daddy, Africa?
No, I'm just saying, like, nobody can replace my dad. Like, hell no, fuck out of here. But at the same time, like, I'm saying, like, usually somebody who's living that lifestyle and their parent is giving them $5,000 of spending money, and okay, where I went to school with a lot of people who had cash money. Okay, these motherfuckers had old money. Most of these women are going to my school for their missus degree. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. They said, "Oh, I'm only here for my missus degree." I didn't know what that was. They're going to school to look for a
To get
sucker
married.
to marry them so that they could stay home and spend this nigga money, bro.
Yeah.
That shit to me is disgusting.
No, not
Cause
really,
I'm
because that's where you
thinking,
supposed to. That's where you supposed to meet. That's where you supposed to meet a man at college.
no. They ain't coming to get education to be an
I
equal
know.
proponent of their relationship financially. They coming to look for a nigga to take care of them. That's just disgusting, bro.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you were coming to college to find a nigga to get married. I thought we were here for education. That's why I was there.
Niggas.
Doing the right thing.
No, man. White women go to college to look for a husband.
I missed the memo.
Where,
And
where,
and
where
then I
else?
found out. Go ahead.
Black women go to college to go get a degree and don't get none of the men in college. And then if they do go to college, they stop talking to them after they graduate. What the fuck? Where else are you supposed to find this high value man at after college?
No, I don't disagree with going to college and with the side goal. Like, that's a side quest. Oh, hopefully I'll get married. If I meet a guy there and he's decent, maybe we'll get married and we'll have kids and family and shit. I understand that, but what
Africa,
I'm saying,
you there 4 years. What you expect?
never mind. Never mind.
That don't make sense, Lily.
Huh?
You in college 4 years. You don't think you supposed to be looking for a husband?
Yeah, if that's your goal, yeah. Yeah, those are the times for sure. Shit.
Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I don't.
Well,
Am
you
I
gotta
tripping,
remember too.
Africa?
You gotta remember too, though, Ashton. Like, I wasn't raised by my mom. I was raised by my dad. So I'm not even. That's not even on my mind. Going to school and looking for what? No, I'm here to get my education, like I was told.
Yeah, I get that part, but you still had sex in high school, right? You told to get your education in, wasn't it?
You said what?
You were having sex in high school, wasn't it?
I didn't have sex in high school till I was in my senior year.
You fucking geek.
Damn right. Student council president, all that. Damn right. Okay? Graduated with honors. Salutatorian in my class. That's damn right.
Well, Aaron, what I'm saying is you were told to get your education in high school too, right?
Yeah, and I got it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't know that the
I,
purpose of okay, like, literally, I'm one of those people. Like, if you tell me we going over here to go check this dude house out, I'm gonna go with you to go check the man house out. But what you really say to me is we gonna rob this nigga. You need to tell me, oh, we gonna rob this nigga. You can't be like, oh, we gonna check the house out. If you tell me, me and you go to a party and you say, I don't fuck with that bitch, she's fake and she a fraud, and then we go up to her and you acting like everything cool, I'm gonna turn on you and be like, hey, this the fake fraud bitch? Why we had talking to her?
but okay. But look at it from my point of view, Aaron. If I tell you somebody fake and a fraud that be on the panel, you gonna make sure you gonna make sure they know that they are fraud, right?
Nah, not all the time.
Lily, you get what I'm saying, don't it?
Yeah,
If
I
I
am.
tell you that somebody a fraud, you gonna let them feel that he is you not.
Yep.
Oh,
So I
I'm gonna
ain't
call
gonna.
them
I'm
on their
not.
shit. I'm gonna call them on their shit. Yeah.
Lily, you see on top. You see, she did prove. So that's why I ain't gonna tell you. So you can sit there and you get what I'm saying, and see for
No,
yourself.
I'm not gonna call them on their shit based off of what you told me. I'm gonna look at the behavior. And okay, so let's say somebody on a panel and they lie, right? And you say, "Oh, this dude a
Uh huh.
lie," and then they lie talking about whatever we talking about. They lie, and be like, "But you just said this. That's a lie." And I'm gonna go back in my corner and watch.
But if I don't tell you, if I don't tell you, you gonna let them ride, right?
No, I'm gonna call them out and be like, "You just lied."
Oh shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. We got somebody at the door.
Like deep.
Everybody lay down, nigga. I ain't in here. Oh, fuck you all about.
We got Miss Level Up.
Dad, girl, where you been?
Hey,
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Miss Level Up, where you been hiding, man?
I've been just working,
Okay, okay.
just working. Been
You doing all
tired.
right, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you guys? How's life treating y'all?
It's good. It's going. Oh
I'm up
shit.
here
Level
watching
Up.
Asher tell me I'm a nerd.
Mhm.
You is a nerd, Africa.
No, I'm not.
So
Lily, what's up?
How you doing, Mama? How you been? How was life treating you?
Life is good.
That's good to
I'm
hear.
working and going to school. I'll just be tired most of the times when I'm off.
Listen, I understand that. I hope you're doing good in school.
It's kicking my ass.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Level Up, we got a trip coming up. You coming?
Uh-huh.
You said that too fast.
Where the trip is going and when.
San Antonio, Texas. When is it, Lily?
August 28th through the 30th.
Oh,
We gonna do content. We'll have a couple of games for the show and shit. You know, the
that's my
boost
boyfriend.
our ratings and
That's my boyfriend's birthday time.
oh my god, y'all for real now, huh?
Yeah.
Been hating.
Yeah.
Ashton.
Yeah, hey.
I'm fucking with you, Ashton.
So this the one you had friends on, Miss Level
Huh?
Up. This the one you had in the friends on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
y'all been talking, huh?
Yeah.
Look at the giggle. She sounds so happy. I love it.
Yeah.
Know some of that
He
energy,
be,
hey, girl. Thank you for getting on the panel tonight. Okay.
I got questions because she been missing the action. I'm highly upset. He level up.
What?
He paying all the bills.
He doing his thing. We don't live
Let me
together,
know.
so he's not paying all the bills, but he doing his thing.
Miss Level Up ain't been posting online. I knew it was something.
Ashton, somebody got a boo thing.
Yeah, I got my little,
Mama.
he over here cheesing. Over here blushing like crazy.
Let me see who at the dope. You back, Africa? Africa.
Yo, I'm a little messed up over here. I'm gonna have to dip real quick and come back. I'm sorry. I dropped my
You
phone and
good,
everything.
Erica?
I dropped my phone and everything, and it's on the ground. Let me figure this out real quick. I'm gonna call you back. Hold on.
Uh,
Let me get.
Be safe, girl.
she said, "Let me call you back." That nigga wearing her ass out over there. Middle up.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? You gonna come on the trip?
I know, cause that's his. This I think his birthday is the 20th. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing, but we're gonna be doing something.
I tell you, boy, I'll be the same. Relationship, no relationship. It all be you niggas changing, boy.
Yeah, my
You
man,
good,
my man,
Africa?
my man. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry, my man, my man, my man.
Niggas, boy. I always turn that. Africa, you dropped your phone?
Yeah, man. I tried to like turn it and it jumped off the holder on the ground, and then I was struggling. Okay. And I was driving over a bridge at the same time. I was scared.
Hold on, you dropped it in the truck or outside the truck?
I dropped it in the truck next to my foot, but I was driving over a bridge at the same time. And I kind of went off the
Oh
road a little
shit,
bit,
boy.
and I started freaking out. So I was like, hold on, let me get my shit together.
Oh my god, man. I thought you
Yeah.
flew off the bridge.
I'm in New York. I'm over here by what's it called? Kinderhook Town.
I don't know nothing about New York, but they got thin ass pieces. Africa, you ain't coming to San Antonio neither, man.
No, sir. I apologize. I already know. Let you know what it is.
But you know what we talked about earlier, Africa.
Yeah, it's wicked.
If
You wicked, bro.
if he ain't here no more, you coming on the trip.
Bro, yes. Maybe. You're wicked,
Okay.
though. You're wicked.
You heard that mid level up?
Yeah.
Let's level up your
Okay.
bad mind. You hear me? Bad mind.
Look, you ain't gotta try to talk in y'all little accent to talk. I get what you doing, Africa.
You over there with your dumpy behavior. That's all it is.
What the fuck you just called me?
Oh shit.
Mid level up, what she just called me?
She gonna have to repeat it again.
Yes,
I
say
said
it
you
again,
over there with
Africa.
his dup. You over there with your dumpy behavior.
Oh, you over there with your dopey behavior.
Uh, that don't sound like what you said. You call me a motherfucker, but I.
No, she
All right, let me point it in American terms. Bumbleclaw Ashton.
I guess. Lily, you going on the trip, man?
Yeah.
You staying a couple extra days with me and Logic.
What? Wait a minute, Ashton. You can't be saying that like that on the.
Well, I don't mean it like that. Me, Logic, and Mimi, and M, and Cuban.
Yeah, I planned on it.
Okay.
Where his ass at, by the way? So I can go
That
ahead and
nigga in Germany, he sleep.
man, I want him to be here so I can go ahead and make fun of him again.
You want me to call him?
Nah, leave him sleep.
Next
I
time you
mean,
talk, next time
he
you talk
probably
to him,
ain't sleep.
I ain't mad at him no more.
Mr.
Why everybody?
Logic!
Mr. Logic, I ain't mad at you no more, Mr. Logic. I'm gonna go and clip that for him. And I gotta clip that motherfucking JP up here yelling at Cuban ass. I gotta clip that.
Oh, they got into it.
Man, you was up here. I don't know what you was doing. No,
Man,
you
my
wasn't.
phone fucking up.
Really, you got a clip. You got a clip. That one where I was telling him about the legislator.
Yo, what Ashley say? Hey, his teeth was falling out trying to say that word. He was like legislation. I was like legislation.
Look, I get tongue tied sometimes.
Not you, JP, fool.
Oh.
Look, you about to take accountability, fool.
No, I got tongue tied on some shit one day. Teeth almost fell out my mouth.
Crazy ass.
Miss Level, you over there rubbing on feet, ain't you? You too quiet. Ooh, boy.
Y'all hear how Amazon is gonna start putting the price difference for the tariff tax on the products that we buy on Amazon? They gonna put a little number in the corner and let you know what's going on. And then Trump and them stood up there on the podium and said, he had a lady say, "Oh, this is an attack, a political attack upon the administration." Nigga, please.
Hell no, I ain't heard this.
Yeah, Amazon's supposed to go ahead and let you know soon that the price of what you're paying for Amazon products are going to rise up. And then they're going to put it in the corner of whatever you're purchasing to let you know how much of the tariff tax you're paying. And then they said Shein products from Shein and Temu have gone up as much as 400%.
Look at that, y'all. Oh shit. Well, they say Haitian migrants flown in under Biden will have their status revoked. Damn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They're doing it
Oh,
to
you
my
finna pull
Haitian
it up, or?
sisters.
Oh, you want me to play it? I can play
That's
it.
on you.
I was just looking through shit, you know. Let's see, because this was 7 hours ago. So it's fairly new. All right. Fair use.
Let's talk about Trump, right? Let's talk about Trump with migrants and him saying that he's controlling the world. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's pop.
This week, the UN Special Representative to Haiti warned that gang violence there is surging, pushing the Caribbean nation to a, quote, point of no return. It comes as many Haitian migrants here in the U.S. are living in limbo as the Trump administration attempts to eliminate the Biden-era program that brought them to the U.S. legally. NBC's Michelle Sandor has the story of one couple who found a home and a community in a small town in Texas and are now facing the possibility of returning to the violence and instability they fled.
This past Easter Sunday in Panhandle, Texas, Shirley Jean was praying for a miracle for her and her husband, Kevin St. Jean. The couple immigrated legally to the U.S. from Haiti in 2023 through the CHNV Humanitarian Sponsorship Program, started by then President Biden to help curb illegal immigration from certain politically unstable countries. What made you want to leave Haiti?
The situation is
Barbecue.
very dangerous there. There are armed gang controlling many areas.
The two got jobs.
That motherfucker said barbecue.
And made friends, but now the Trump administration is ending the program. And in letters like this one, telling Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans in the program that they have until April 24th to self-deport or face deportation. And while a judge has temporarily paused that.
Okay.
Africa, you been here before Biden, right?
I am a United States citizen for the last goddamn motherfucking time, Ashton.
Miss Level Up, you been here, right? I know you flying across the country and shit.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm I'm not worried about Trump and what he doing.
Exploring different techniques.
I mean, it's sad, but they voted for him. Like they just gotta deal with it. That's just how I feel. Like we just
No,
have
I'm
to do
saying
it.
we ain't got to worry about you leaving. Do it.
Oh no, I'm going to Jamaica in July. I'll be fine.
You might be asking, what is the law?
Okay.
Interlocking is
You
just
know they
to tighten the man
you know
can't
they
block.
say if you go over there they taking people got what was it Africa, they taking their passports or something like
And the
that.
block through the root.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
have a
Or your
dual
finger.
citizenship, but I don't know. That's all personal
I mean,
situation.
I feel like there's a lot of. I mean, he is doing some stuff, but I feel like a lot of people is throwing stuff out there to scare people. Um,
Okay.
I don't have no criminal record. I have a citizenship, so I don't have anything to worry about. A lot of the people who they're detaining, like if you have a green card and stuff, they have criminal records. And I feel like that's what the issue is. But if you pay your taxes, you don't have no record. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
No, what's been
Okay.
happening in like the Bahamas, Grenada, Trinidad, a couple of them different places. What's happening is they go through U.S. Customs, and
Mhm.
when they show that they have their Trinidadian or their Caribbean passport or ID,
Mhm.
and you present
Mhm.
that at the same time with a U.S. passport, some of them
Mhm.
people are getting their U.S. passports taken away because, according to the United States, there's like a caveat in one of the rules that says you can have both IDs presented at the U.S. Customs, and they don't care. You know, you got dual citizen, you dual citizen, but they're
Mhm.
taking away a U.S. passport if you show that you have a U.S. passport and like a Jamaican passport.
Mm.
So I would suggest,
What the fuck?
excuse me, I sneezed. If you go home to
Mm.
Jamaica and you
Mhm.
use your Jamaican passport to get in, use your U.S. passport to get out.
To get out.
But
Oh, yeah.
don't show
Okay.
them both.
I get it. I get
You
it.
see what I'm saying? When the people
Yeah,
them
I
come up
got you.
and some of them people are showing them both and they gain their U.S. passport taken.
Taken. Okay.
That's what's happening. Yeah,
I
so be
mean, but
careful.
why would you do that? I only use my Jamaican passport to go back to Jamaica because when you go through customs, they want to charge you for everything.
Right,
But when you're coming back, you don't need to use your you should use your American passport. That's
right.
weird.
Yeah, some people are showing both. And I feel
Well,
like
Miss
it's
Level,
unfair that a lot of them is
I
not
need
gonna
you to
get
go whoop a
out.
hoe when you go back to Jamaica.
I need to do what?
I need you to go whoop a hoe for me. Stump that bitch out. You get me?
Who? I don't
I,
fight. I'm too cute
I,
for that.
she can't fight just a little, a little head poke, poking her forehead. She
Uh,
can't fight.
I don't know. I'll probably ask my sister to do it. She do better at that.
Yeah, tell her I got $70 American.
So- you got $70 American for my sister to whoop somebody's ass. You're gonna have to pay a
Yeah,
little more than that. Her services
80,
don't come for free.
80, 85. That's the best I could do.
100.
Deal.
Okay, got you.
All right. Whatever. Fair use.
So that's a new video I just pulled up. It's
Mm-hmm.
about Trump saying he did exactly what he said he'd do during the campaign. Trump wins on immigration, tariffs, and first 100 days in office. And then I just found this other video, totally different direction. Still Anton Daniels says black men. Because I know Ashton, I don't have anything else right now in the algorithm, so I'm gonna stick to it for you. But it's black.
Which one you want to do? Whichever video you got to do a tear. You want me to look for a video real quick? What you want to do?
You could look for a video because I don't really want to talk about Trump, honestly, because we already knew this was coming. Like, unless we gonna be talking about what we about to do moving forward, which shouldn't be on YouTube anyway. I don't really want to talk about it. But I thought since we was just on that whole immigration topic that, yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Y'all want to talk about what about they finna start taking out people garnishing wages for the people going to college and shit that didn't pay they
wait, what?
They don't know
yeah,
how to
hold
catch
on.
me.
So if you owe student loans, they about to start
Yeah, they're
your
gonna start garnishing your wages to
gosh.
pay it back.
270 days of default.
Uh,
Text message Lily.
You can put it in the chat.
Uh,
I'm on the computer now, so yeah. I'm
I've been
actually.
over there on TikTok. I've been over there on TikTok with Alizé.
Oh shit.
I'll be over there making her lose followers and shit.
Hey, Alizé.
Mother, mother went from 100 to about 19 while I'm over there. I'm like, damn, they don't like me doing
All right, fair use.
All file bankruptcy and we will all go back to school.
Wait.
For the record, we will all file bankruptcy and we will all go back to school. You're not getting a dime from us. What? I have 3 degrees. I'll go get another one. I'm a black woman. Black women are the most educated populace on this planet. We go to bed, wake up, and decide, okay, we're bored. Let's go get another degree. Are you kidding me? I will take 2 to 3 credits per semester, per year, until the next administration gets here and figures this all out. You're not getting a dime from me, Donald Trump. Because see what you don't understand? While you are trying to crush the middle class and destroy the lower class, we're thinking 10 steps ahead of you. You've been wanting that degree, go get it now. If you've been wanting that second or third degree, go sign up now. Sign up part-time. Get those credits. Stay in school as long as you need to wait out this administration. May 5th, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Trust me.
This is why a lot of women actually
Lily, I don't hear you saying that if you saying something. Is you saying something, Lily? What's good, Seahorse?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I said she's setting niggas up for straight failure. About to send you right the fucking jail, playing with the feds.
Africa, how much you got a student loan debt, man?
I ain't saying shit.
Thank you, Seahorse. Please don't follow this lady's advice. Please don't. Please don't.
Level up. You went to college too, didn't it?
I'm going right now. I mean, I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying not to pay. I'm trying not to take any student loans out. I'm kind of paying out of pocket right now. Um, but I'm trying not to take no student loans out. I'm doing. I mean, my I was talking. My best friend. She was telling me like I'm doing nursing, so she was like I could take it out because I could pay it back real quick with going into nursing, but um. But it's very expensive. But I'm paying out of pocket. I don't want to have nothing to. I don't want to owe the government or anything.
I feel you on that, sis.
I
That's not
get it.
my taxes.
Africa, you ain't gonna tell me how much student loan debt you get. She went to private school too.
No,
Mm.
I'm not saying shit.
Africa said, mind your goddamn motherfucking business.
Damn straight.
Africa, it's 6 figures.
Nah.
8.
Ashton, how much money you got in the bank right now?
Let me see.
Why
The
has
fuck you having that level up? What
You taking too long. You, you didn't check your bank account today? Because I check my bank account every day. Yeah.
Man, I just swipe it. Pray to God it didn't decline. You hear me?
Oh.
I got the notification on. I'm checking that account.
I hide my shit.
I check my bank account every day. I'm trying to see because sometimes the bank be taking little money out your account, but you don't notice it because sometimes you don't check your bank account every day. Every cent that is missing from my account, it has to be accounted for.
Oh no, I ain't checking shit. I just keep swiping. And thank God I made it. That was a good one, Africa. I'm gonna give you that one. Yeah, he ain't looking too good.
Exactly.
Not too much, man. Not too much.
You always doing the most. What do you mean not too much? I'm trying to match your energy.
I ain't never did no shit like that.
You just trying to get me to expose myself. You do it first. Nigga-ish.
I'm nigga rich. I don't care about no dead. That's all. I know you care.
Deeply, I care a lot. I gotta get my life together.
Fair use.
Voted for Biden. This is why a lot of women stay liberal. And this is how they tie you to a Democratic Party that actually is ruining America, driving it into bankruptcy, and then why we also have $37 trillion in the national deficit is that she thinks that she's hurting Donald Trump. In reality, all we doing is talking about taxpayers subsidizing women that are forever in school. I like to look at Black women a lot of times that speak like this, because I know that all Black women is not a monolith, and I'm definitely going to link back to the content creator, regardless of whether I agree or not, because I always like to give credit to the people that create content. Content creator matters. We got to make sure that we give credit. So that'll be down in the description. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. I like to look at Black women as lifetime students. These particular ones, lifetime students, because they think that they can solve all of their problems with their degrees that most of the time don't even matter. Nobody cares. So first, I'll give you an example. Because you're in school and because you have a degree, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're smart, or you can leverage that and parlay that into something that will allow for you to be more successful so that you can pay off your student loans. God forbid that you actually do the thing that is best for you. God forbid that you actually pay down your debt. God forbid that you're even educated enough to know that you cannot file for bankruptcy and discharge student loans. I bet you didn't even know that. I bet the majority of these women that are having these conversations, and the first thing that she said is, we'll file.
Were you detained in a Maryland juvenile facility? A global settlement may be coming in 2025.
What?
Maryland juvenile
Maryland got their own commercials.
Bankruptcy. Why don't they?
Hey, shut the fuck up, yo.
I just dropped the link 18 level.
No, or they're not educated enough to make an informed decision and know that you're never, ever going to be getting rid of student loans in bankruptcy. It cannot be discharged. But yet, here we are. most educated, I like to refine that. I like to say they're actually the most enrolled, not the most educated, the most in debt, the most enrolled, and their net worth often at times is in the negative. So let me ask you a question, because we like to champion women that are doing this and are getting more educated. And they recently had this discussion where a lot of women are going to college and leaving men behind. Cool. So we have these educational institutions that are basically indoctrination camps that allow for women to be able to get their reproductive freedom and to be indoctrinated to believe that they are liberal for the rest of their life, something that's already been put into us as Black people, saying that we have to vote a certain way just because we Black, or you got to vote a certain way because you're women. And that's why they champion themselves as being a part of the 92%, right? So you go off and you get all of these degrees and you get all of this education and stuff, right? And then you realize that your African-American studies degree or your business degree or your marketing degree or your underwater basket weaving degree doesn't necessarily yield you better results and you can't make any more money. So you have this piece of paper that you hate the American system, right? You hate the system, but you become a part of the system that then gives you a piece of paper to congratulate you, but you can't translate that into more money. And so as a result, you'll be forever indebted, which then ties you to the Democratic Party because they're going to promise you something in order to get your vote, maintain power, and also continue to manipulate and mastermind more money into their pockets at the expense of American taxpayers, while at the same time saying that you're better than the men that chose not to not to go to college, not because they didn't want to, because they was making an informed decision that they didn't want to go into debt. Because I don't see a whole lot of Black men on these apps. I haven't seen any. And if I did see something, they're sassy. But they say, okay, you know what? Maybe I want to trade. Maybe I want a job. Maybe I want to do something else. Maybe I'm just dusty. But the fact of the matter is this: their net worth is still more than yours from that institution that you think is a part of the system that's keeping you oppressed. Is that not the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life? So here's their solution. They're going to file for bankruptcy, which does not discharge student loan debt. Your credit score is still going to be messed up, which means that you won't even be able to get an apartment or a car. So God forbid you're going to get another Nissan Altima that has a front bumper missing with no insurance that's going to get repossessed anyway. So God bless you on that. But then on top of it, not only will this follow you for the rest of your life, you'll always have a negative net worth, and the interest is still going to be accruing on this thing over time, that you then have it in forbearance. And here's the caveat on top. Because I've seen a lot of these women in real life that are lifetime students, and I kept wondering, what the hell is going on? Like, why are they going into being a doctor in this? They're not even going to make no money. They don't even make social work. Oh, man, you want to be a hospital administrator? No, okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's just say all of this is cool. Their solution, their final form, is to say, well, I'll go back to school because I'm bored anyway. Gentlemen, we don't care when there's a certain demographic of people, because this is not all women. So I'm not going to hang this on the hats of all women. Some of y'all are smart, feminine, focused. You do not lean into liberal policies, and you very much care about America. So let's be clear on that. But they think their final form of going back to school to being lifetime students that then continue to gain interest and drown them in debt is some sort of play, or they're going to punish the United States of America that is going to garnish your wages. So you still have to work. So you're still going to be paying it. You just can't pay it off because you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to do, yet they're the most educated. So this is what I tell guys a lot of times, because I want to make sure that we get to a conclusion, and then I give you some informed decision or give you some information that allow for you to make an informed decision. This is what I tell guys a lot of times. Vet women for the place that you're going, not the places you at. Forget what they look like. That should not be the primary reason why you get with her. Check her credit score, check her payment history, and check her student loan debt. Check her credit score, her payment history, and check her student loan debt. All of that other stuff, do not marry them and let them hang that on you. Because then that will then become a part of your lifestyle and your responsibility. And basically you dragging a full grown adult that already then made their liberal minds up that they're going to do something a certain way that's not even in your best interest, because you the one that's going to carry the burden as a result of it. And then they're going to tell you that there ain't no good men out here. Then they're going to tell you that there are no good men out here. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them finesse you. Let them decenter men. Let them go their own way. Ain't nobody tripping about it. It's still going to be them busting it down for a real one. It's always another you, but we just going to let you stay in student loan debt. Again, I always like to give credit to the content creators. So that link will be down in the description. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is also in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I want to know what y'all think. How many of these people do you know in real life? How many women have you ran into that are forever students? Not because they're.
I done ran into a lot of them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, fuck forever students. How many women you run into that'll just steer your ass down the wrong path anyway on some scam
Man.
Woo, Lord. Y'all done
ass
said a
type
mouthful.
shit?
Y'all done said a mouthful.
What's up, 18th?
What's going on? What's going on, Lily?
Hey,
I'm out here.
T.
What's going on, Africa? That boy Ashton.
I'm good, 18 love.
Who's Shiesty Lee? There's two people up here.
Me.
Oh, okay. No, because I see you at the top. I thought that was you.
Oh yeah, that's my sharing page, my sharing screen.
Yeah,
You didn't speak to Miss Level Up, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on, Miss Level Up? I ain't seen you in a while. How you been?
She don't fuck with us no more.
Hi. I've just been busy. Don't say that.
She be booed up. Booed up.
From the island of Jamaica, man. What you been up to, Miss Level Up?
I've just been working, going to school,
Same thing here.
trying to catch up on some sleep.
Man, Coco Chanel should have been here to hear that. I was listening earlier.
Oh, shit.
Should have been here to hear that. Yeah, that stuff is brainwashing, man. People don't be realizing it until it's too late. I mean, I heard the part when she said she was scared to get in a relationship. You're scared because your mothers and the women around you that made you scared. It ain't got nothing to do with the man. And in some cases, people will put that shit on other people because, truth be told, you got people out here and that's bitter and angry, and they don't want to see other people in a happy relationship. Or it could just be your idea of what a relationship is. Maybe it's a fantasy, or maybe it's just something that's been told to you, and you don't know how to differentiate from what's been told to you to what it actually is. So I don't know. But yeah, Anton, some things Anton say I agree with, some things I disagree with. I definitely agree with a lot of what you were saying right there.
Now, Coco Chanel come back and get on your ass, or no? Don't be looking at us.
I ain't looking at you anyway. You ain't gonna help me, punk ass.
I ain't tell you bring that woman name up.
Nah, I was listening. That's because I was listening earlier. Then I had to hop back in the truck and start driving. So yeah, I was listening to that part. I wanted to join, but that engine was so loud when I was pumping off this death, I couldn't even. Y'all wouldn't have been able to hear me.
Oh, okay. Then you go to college?
No, I didn't go to college.
You ain't got no student loan debt, sir?
No. Oh wait, I take that back. I went to the Art Institute for like a semester.
What you do, poetry?
No, it's just like what was it called? ID Tech. It was like for like learning computer like design and shit like that. But I fucked that off.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't even graduate high school. I got my GED.
Okay.
Went that route.
Africa, we good over there, man? You quiet. Lily.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm checking in right now.
What, you parking?
No, I'm checking in to deliver this load, and I gotta go drop off the other one tomorrow.
This nigga be right, boy.
I still got to make one more stop after I'm done with this. I did one split load. Got to do another load. And tomorrow I got to go back to Raggedy Ass, Ohio.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you though. I done talked to a lot of women, and I just be listening to how they be talking about how they was in school for so long. I don't be want to ask, but then I do. I be like, how much you getting dead? No, you know what? I don't ask. You know how much they in debt when they call when they call their little building around tax time.
Oh, damn, Ashton, you ain't no good.
Oh, so Africa, you can pay like a dollar per month around September, $5 to make sure you get your taxes. So school won't be taking it.
Huh? What?
You know when the schools start trying to garnish your wages and shit,
Yeah.
start taking like your taxes and stuff. You can
Yeah.
pay like $5 per month around September. Make a payment plan, and you get your taxes back. Just FYI for anybody who listening.
Oh, okay.
All
Thank you for
right,
that.
Ash. I got two
All right,
videos
Lily.
to see. No, I about to say I got two videos I want you to see that I'm going to bed.
All right.
Yeah, with that whole situation, it's like what he said, like indoctrination. Like I don't know if a lot of women realize, like it's been, I ain't saying there ain't no sorry niggas out here, but it's not as many as people try to make it seem like. And a lot of women have been indoctrinated to think that they are better than men. You can tell by the way that they talk. Some of them, we ain't painting nobody under one brush, but you can tell by the way that they talk about men, how they look down. They really be thinking. Some of these women that then went through that and got that type of education, they really be thinking that they better with men and ain't worth a penny with a hole in it. And got two nickels to rub together. And that stuff.
Well, well, hold that thought, 18 love, cause Coco Chanel coming back. But
Okay.
why I said 18? If your woman has student loans, would you make her pay off loans before marrying her?
I mean, she gonna have to. Yeah, she gonna have to, because you can't trust it. You can't trust everything. Why? How for all I know, she could be getting married to me because she want that to be my debt. that's
Women ain't that grimy. What do you mean?
what
Bullshit.
I
people
feel I
grimy.
feel like everybody should go into a relationship debt free.
Facts.
Because not only that the man inherit the woman debt, the woman inherit the man's debt as well. So I feel like everybody should go in a relationship debt free. If you're in debt, you're not ready for a relationship.
Miss Level gonna be single tomorrow, wise.
No, well, I like that's true. A man could have that, but a lot of men don't be having that like that when they get in a
Yeah.
relationship.
So
It's, especially men, they don't be expecting a woman to pay for their debt. A lot of men don't even. If he do, that's one sorry ass nigga. Most men don't be on that type of time. That's why I decided to go to trucking school, because I realized I can make a decent income without having to go to school. And where women get scammed at when they go to school, and I was conscious about that too, is that they take up what their interest is and not what's going to make them money. And sometimes they don't even know why they went to school. None of us, both men or women, we were just told by the last. Am I lying, Lily? Wasn't we told by the last generation just go to school and get an education?
Mm-hmm.
We were just told by our parents to go to school and get an education.
It
They
was
ain't been
never focused on what you going to school for or
right.
what you
What
like.
right? What's gonna make the most money? What is the market like right now? We were just told to go to school and get an education, and that's where a lot of us failed because we didn't know what the hell to do. We didn't
Yeah.
know what was paying the
It's
most
senior
money.
year and it's like going to college, but going for what? And so now you just getting a general ass education in college and still ain't picked out no major, and now 2-3 years in, you say fuck it and just drop out.
Right.
I
And you
mean,
got that.
technically,
That's what
Africa
happened.
just told y'all was supposed to be getting y'all Mrs. degree.
What? What's that?
Africa.
Your Mrs. degree. You're supposed to. I was told by the girls at my college that they're there to get their Mrs. degree, meaning they're there to get married. They ain't
Oh
there for the
yeah,
education. They're
yeah.
there to get married. And I was like, what the hell is that? It's the first time I had to get to college to find out that that's what most women that I went to
Yeah,
school
they
with
probably
went to
would, like
college
I said,
for.
getting general ass educations or
Yep.
the most basic ass degree, and they,
And find
you
them a
know,
husband in there.
yeah, probably in the fraternities or whatever, or like debutantes and shit or whatever little shit to put them, networking with the guys that's gonna make them wives.
It was a video that went viral not that long ago. It was about last year. So a video went viral. All these white girls was in college and they was graduating. They was holding up the engagement ring. It was like 6 or 7 of them. And I heard women trying to downplay that. Oh, look at that ring. That ring ain't even that big. I was like, she getting married. She engaged.
I'm
The
about to say
money gonna
that's
come
probably coming
later.
from a woman without a ring.
Right. I'm like, y'all tweaking. What is wrong with y'all? But and sometimes, man, that indoctrination can be so strong. It'd be hard for people to unlearn certain things. Some people rather just believe what they've learned to their own detriment. And it's funny because people go through stages. They believe what they learn. They don't want to change their mindset. And then they get nervous when things are not going away from a mindset that they wanted to keep. For them not wanting to open up their options. And then after they accept it that things ain't gonna go right for them, then they just try to just spread propaganda for other people not to do right. So they don't be miserable by themselves. You gotta watch people, man.
Yep.
Like ain't no joke, this shit real.
But no, Lily, I seen this video last night when you read the play it. When you sent it.
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I was on one last night. All right, there you. Oh shit, I always do that, y'all. My bad.
What'd you do? Click out.
No, hit play without the damn sound. Fair use.
7 years ago, I was single with no kids. And now I'm waking up super early to go on a surprise Starbucks run for my wife and all her kids. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have a good one. 7 years ago, my coffee used to only cost like $3, and now it costs about $45. $45 on a good day.
Damn.
But 7 years ago, I was single with no kids, and I had no major responsibilities. I was only responsible for myself. Now I'm married with 4 stepkids, and my wife and I had 1 kid together. So I'm going to be very vulnerable with you right now, and I'm going to speak to all the step parents, stepmoms, stepdads, and anybody who's just considering being with somebody who have kids and baby dads.
All right, I'm gonna let him rock, and we're gonna let him go ahead and get his stuff off. But before we do so, I want to let you know that I always give credit to the content creators, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. So the link to his profile is going to be in the description. Also, T. Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. Also, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just posted something in the Patreon. I need y'all to respond to that ASAP. If you're a bag chaser and you're watching this and you haven't responded, I need you to repost to that ASAP. And then last but not least, make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Yo, to think that a man is willing to take on a bunch of other men's kids.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA.
90% of students with
kids is wild, or another man's kids is wild. Marrying a woman that had 4 children previously is absolutely insane.
Pause it real quick,
and you know
Lily.
me, I'm never going to advocate for somebody to do.
Now I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't the kid. It be the mama.
What you mean?
Like I don't have no problem talking to a woman with kids, It be the mama in the situation. Like, okay, I was talking to this girl. Man, I ain't gonna tell the whole story. But anyway, I was just telling. So these motherfucking kids want to go to bed at night. She tell them go to bed. Kids so slick. I'm sitting on the bed and shit. Why the little boy so smart? The nigga took off his white tee and ran across the room. Ran across her bedroom door to go look at TV in the living room. I'm like, man, I know it ain't no ghosts in here. I'm like, she like, that wasn't nothing. So she fell asleep and shit. I go in there. He's still there looking at TV. You don't give a fuck, cause I ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Motherfucking. What happened? What else happened? Goddamn. Nigga, we sent. There's another time she left us at the house by herself. Why this nigga go pick up a Hawaiian punch out the refrigerator? Whole jug sat right next to me on the couch. Drop that motherfucker. Like, oops. I guess I go get another one. What?
Hey, he's playing with you, Action.
Huh?
He was playing with you. He was trying
that
to.
Nigga was dead serious. That nigga dropped the whole jug on the floor and went and finna go get it. I said, nah, man, let me whoop these kids. She like, all right,
He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Trust me. He knows exactly. But yeah, you right. That is the mother, because kids only do what the mother allow. No respect.
Nigga, I would date this other girl with kids. Nigga, why the grandparent was talking to him, talking to the kid, one of the sons. The son put his finger in their face like, hold on. I was like, man, look, I don't go for shit like that. I was like, I will ass. Nigga, I whooped their ass so good. Her sister was like, nigga, they got some structure there. What's going on?
That's what they need.
Nigga, I had them kids looking like soldiers when I get done with them. You hear me? I don't play that shit.
That's what's wrong with this generation.
You wouldn't dare raise your hand and I remember the first time I went down south and got whooped with a switch. I was too.
Don't have to go get your own switch, man.
I got whipped. I went to Mississippi and got my ass whooped. Me and my cousin. We both got whooped for playing in the water in our church clothes. My great grandma whooped us when we was 2. We was like, man, we got to get up out of here. We got to go back to Chicago. I don't know how the hell we gonna get back. We got to get back. Them people did not play.
I whoop ass, boy. Like, but no, me personally, like it don't even be the baby, the kid. It be the baby mama. Like, if my kids stay with me and a female, like I ain't gonna put my kids on you. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna ask you. And even if I did put them on you, I'm gonna give you $100 or something. You get what I'm saying? For taking care of them, watching out for them for the day or some shit like that. Like women don't think about shit like that. Like they think that's what a nigga supposed to do. I can't do it. They too let ain't back me up, so he definitely will do it.
I got some free food here that I'm here eating. I wasn't able to respond.
You see what I'm saying? He said his soul was a free food.
I wasn't gonna turn down this. I got some lamb over here. Somebody was barbecuing it on the grill.
Africa and Miss Level Up. And Lily, how many kids do a nigga got to have for y'all to say, nah, hell nah?
2.
1.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 2.
Dang, Lily, 2?
2.
I got so
Anything after 1 is a no for me. And
that,
anything after 1 that is younger than 12 is a no for me.
I want him. I want him. I want him before. I want him after 5, but I want him during elementary. Anything after that, you older than that, man, that's a problem. You younger than that, man, that's a problem.
You say y'all got a filter on what y'all nigga women be coming with 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Nigga can't say nothing.
I don't come with that. So
I can say I
I
don't
don't come
want it
with
because I
that.
don't have no
So
kids.
Exactly.
So I
I,
can say I don't want it. These
I'm
men be
already.
coming to women with their kids and talking about they don't want nobody with kids. Like, come on. And you got your whole soccer team with 3, 4, 5 different baby mamas. Calm that
Mhm.
down.
Not a soccer team, Miss Level Up. I know you from the islands. That girl said a soccer team.
Football team then.
That, that's still soccer in Jamaica. You ain't slick.
No, I mean I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, there's
That
probably
ain't normal
men.
though. The more kids you have in America, the more women want you.
Nah, I'm good.
You ain't most women though.
Get somebody else to do it.
18 letter, how many kids a woman got to have when you say hell no?
I don't know about maybe one,
You
two.
say you hesitating?
Shut up, Ashley.
That
Say two.
nigga playing it safe. All right.
What about you?
Huh?
Nigga, you.
I don't
Shit.
care if we got kids or not. I ain't gonna hold you.
But have 4, 5 kids, 7 baby daddies, Ashton with it.
Yeah, come on, cause they say anything to me, I'm whooping ass. You hear me? I want the baby daddy ass.
Oh shit.
I don't give a damn. I can fight.
Ashley on that Memphis shit.
Man, north side.
Yeah, but you know,
What you eat? A Kool-Aid pickle? Lily?
Me?
Yeah,
A Kool-Aid pickle.
yeah.
How
What
ghetto
was
you
it?
man? First of all,
You ain't
wait a
got
minute.
me.
How, a Kool-Aid pickle? That's ghetto as hell.
I just
But
heard a
no,
little rapper shaking this shit. I ain't know what.
no, that's my little snack, my little true fruit I got going on.
No, okay. Fair use.
Do something that I wouldn't do myself. With that being said, I think that it's a good and a bad in this. The good
oh no, I'm
is
fine.
that
Thank
we
you,
get to
thank
save
you,
a family.
thank you
The
very much. I'm
bad
fine.
is that we actually
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all.
make this or use this as an example, as the blueprint of what we're supposed to do in a community, and that's not what we should be doing. I believe that we should be encouraging people to go back to the child's fathers or mothers. That you should, at the very least, all right, if you guys decide after the children gets grown or graduate high school that you guys want to separate and do your own thing, I'm all for it. But I just believe that children are a major responsibility, and that responsibility primarily lies with the biological mother and the biological father. So whatever it is that y'all need to figure out to do, make it work. But with that being said, and I do believe that this is a bad example to set for the precedents, because proactively now we're teaching people that it's okay to break up your family. It's okay to go on. It's okay. You're going to find somebody else. They're going to go ahead and get into it, and it gets messy. It gets super messy. And I want to hear what he got to say, and I'm about to come back to him. But it does get messy. And I think that inherently the children are always going to want to know who it is that fathered them, who it is that is their biological parents, and why they are in this situation in the first place. And the reason I don't say who their mother is because we know overwhelmingly the mother is the one that then gets the control by default, and you just got to really just be a POS mother. You got to be the worst of the worst, piece of trash, not doing anything that you're supposed to do, to not be able to get control of the child, especially initially. You really just got to be a sack of shit. So with that being said, for somebody to then come in and you meet, I don't even know how you meet somebody like that. Like, how do you meet somebody and then they say, you know what? I have 4 children, possibly by more than one person, but let's just assume the best case scenario because I don't know him and I'm just using this as an example to illustrate a point. I have 4 children by somebody else, and I would love for you to come in, and when you come in, you're going to have to understand that you're accepting us as a package deal. How do you take that deal? I don't know how somebody takes that deal. That is a bad deal. That is the worst deal. That is the worst. I'm going to put myself at a disadvantage. And I've even heard of people of adopting those same kids, which means that you relinquish any financial responsibility to the biological parent. They've adopted those children, which basically says they are mine. I don't see it. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. But let's get the whole story. And I'm gonna rewind this because I want to get it in its entirety, and then we're gonna come back and break it down. All right. So I want to go all the way to the beginning, and then we're gonna get
7 years ago, I was single with no kids. And now I'm waking up super early to go on a surprise Starbucks run for my wife and all her kids. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have a good one. 7 years ago, my coffee used to only cost like $3, and now it costs about $45. $45 on a good day. But 7 years ago, I was single with no kids, and I had no major responsibilities. I was only responsible for myself. Now I'm married with 4 stepkids, and my wife and I had 1 kid together. So I'm going to be very vulnerable with you right now, and I'm going to speak to all the step parents, stepmoms, stepdads, anybody who's just considering being with somebody who have kids and baby dads. You have to be mature. You have to think logically and understand that you have to take other people's perspective and put it into consideration. If she's co-parenting, you got to let her co-parent. If she needs to talk to her baby daddy in regards to a decision that needs to be made about their kid, you sit back and shut up.
which basically confirms that the baby daddy will always have access and be tied to that woman basically for the rest of their lives.
Do not expect to be a part of a step family and think that you can run that family however it is you want. You have to understand that you're entering a family where one of the parents has had to take care of the kids all by themselves, and for you to go in there and tell them what to do, you're mistaken. My 4-foot.
So you're not the king of your own castle. Let's continue.
11-inch wife who had 4 children was afraid to let men around her kids. Her oldest child at the time when I started dating her was 10 years old. So for 10 years, she's been taking care of kids. No man to tell her what to do, what to say, how to do things. It was all her. I couldn't enter that woman's life and say, I need you to discipline your kids this way. While I'm working, you need to clean the house and have dinner ready for me when I get home. I don't want you talking to the other kid's parent. Now, I'm going to tell you the secret and the mentality that you need to have when you're entering a step family. You 100% have to be humble all the time. What do I mean by that? Take your pride and throw it away. All you have to do is love that person and contribute on top of what they already have.
Love them and give them your resources.
For any man out there saying I can't do that, that's not masculine, bro. You better leave that woman alone and stay the hell away.
Which is the exact.
So I don't all the way agree with what he's saying, because if I take on a husband, because that's the only way I'm gonna allow, this whole stepfather, stepmother, situation to play out. What goes on in my house is ultimately what goes on in my house. If anything directly pertains to the child, like say they having behavioral issues at school, or maybe they have some type of extracurricular activity they want to do, or anything like that, doctor, related, then of course I'm going to have to co-parent. And even then, I still might run that past my husband too. You know what I'm saying? So we can come to a common ground before I take this to the other parent. So I don't. All that you just the husband, the stepfather, or the stepmother just got to sit back and shut up. Like I don't know about that. I don't like that.
Seahorse said the kids are not the issue. It's that the mother cannot prioritize you. You'd come last in that kind of scenario. What you think, AT Letter?
Oh, my bad, y'all. I think it's some truth to that. I think it's some truth to that because the children is always gonna come first in any situation, and it may it could be a difficult situation, especially if they if the kids are used to doing something some type of way that they not you know that you're not accustomed to, and the kids don't want to listen. The kids probably be like, "No, you ain't my daddy. Who is you? We was here before you met my mom." So that can really play a big factor in it. So
For me, I think it's all about the parenting from the beginning. If the mother doesn't instill certain discipline in her child, then you're gonna expect the child to be disrespectful. That's just how I see it. I mean, I don't have no kids, but I know that if I did, and I should, out and I don't have my child's father is not there. I'm pretty sure if I have a man come into my life, he'll have some form of say over my child because that's the man that's taking care of us. I'm not saying he's gonna have all the responsibility, but I'm pretty sure he will be able to address my child, talk to my child if they're doing something they're not supposed to. He should be able to do that. And if he can't, then he don't need to be in a relationship with you and you don't need to be in a relationship with him.
And not for nothing, it shouldn't even just be like limited to relationship, because that should be any responsible adult you have around your child that you trust, in the care of your child. Or you trust your child in their care. They should be able to, like you say, talk to or discipline your child to a certain extent, and you can trust that it's done in a
right,
appropriate manner. You know what I mean?
right.
And they'll still let you know in the back end, like, look, I just had to talk to, your son or your daughter about this, and this was going on. And this is what I did. So you handle it when you get here. Like, cause that's how we was raised. Like the neighbors, everybody was on your ass. And when mom and them got home, she was on your ass too. So it takes a village.
Might get two ass whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
When he's gonna
I
say shut
agree.
up and not say anything, that's kind of weird to me. Cause what?
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't like
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
if I like I said, if I'm gonna have somebody in my life, step parent, stepfather, that's my husband. So he very much has this, a little bit of say so as what goes on. Like I said, a conversation with him first as to what I'm about to do and what's going on, and this is what I'm taking to the co-parent, so that everybody is on the same page.
Every right, and everybody should be on the same page. I don't
Y'all
know.
know that man ain't got no say so.
That's why he sit back and he shut the fuck up. That's pretty much what he said. He said he's the stepfather, so he sit back and shut the fuck up. You see, he going to spend $45 on some Starbucks. Man, let me tell you, my uncle would have been like, "What? Let me go to the store, get some milk, get some
Man,
you mix or some hot cocoa mix or some shit. Y'all got Starbucks in the motherfucking house. The fuck, the
niggas be
adults
drinking
might have got
Folgers.
Starbucks. The adults might have got Starbucks, but not the kids.
Yeah, I agree with that part. I would $45 for coffee?
Yeah, no, Starbucks already has shit as it is. Kids is wasteful, and man, yeah, nah, I'm sorry. That right there is a privilege. That's a privilege. So I mean, but if he got it and he want to do it, shout out to him for it.
So let me ask y'all. He was basically saying you gotta sit back and shut up. Have y'all ever had a nigga baby mama try to talk shit and the baby daddy was like, just let it go. Don't say
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't talk to that nigga no more. Cause
Africa,
he ain't
level
saying
up.
nothing either. It's not the fact that he's telling me not to say nothing. It's the fact that he not even saying that. He not handling it. Like, it's no reason she should be able to pop off like this, nigga.
Level up, Africa.
No, because I don't really date men with kids, because and when I do, I expect you to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Everybody has boundaries, and I have boundaries. Your baby mama got boundaries. Like, you're supposed to. I date men, not boys.
So every time you start dating a man with kids, now the baby mother want her family back. After y'all been doing good a couple months, she see you ain't going nowhere. He got this little glow to him and stuff. Now she want her family back. She calling all late and shit. Oh, bitch. Get your ass out of here.
Level up. You said you date what?
Hello.
We can hear you.
I didn't hear. I
You
didn't
said
hear what you was asking.
you date what?
I date men. I don't date boys.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
Mm.
you ain't shit. Seahole said, nah, if I had stepkids, it's the mother that can do all the discipline stuff. I have no business disciplining someone else's kids. All right, y'all ain't got
There
nothing to
he is.
say.
Advice that I would give to you guys: leave these women alone and stay the hell away. Don't trauma bond with them. Don't love bomb with them. Don't do anything with them. Don't become friends with them. And one of the reasons why you don't want to become friends with them is because a lot of times people will start to overlook things that they normally wouldn't concede on, and they'll start to make adjustments because they start to see the good in them, or they start to understand a story, or they start to bond with them in other ways, and so they'll start to have goggles. You know what I'm saying? These crazy goggles that will then allow for you to make a decision that you normally wouldn't make. And so, you know, honestly, I don't think that I know that there are situations and there are circumstances where some people just wind up, rolling craps. And then there's other situations where people knew what they was getting themselves into and they still decided to dip out. I don't think that you should ever play another man's save game. I would never advocate for you guys to play another man's save game. It is so bad. It is so horrible. And now what they're trying to say to you guys is that you don't have any other options because the only women that are available for you, the majority of them have children already. And so if you want to get with a woman, then you got to get with a woman that's already got a ready-made family for you with a bow tie on top of it. Even though you took care of your business, even though you was on top of things, even though you was a smart person, even though you made wise decisions in your lifetime, make sure you take care of another man's kids because it is the right thing to do according to society. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me. God didn't want that for me. He never wanted that for me. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to.
He don't be having none of that shit.
Man.
He don't be having none of that shit. All right, what that was? It was this one. Hold up. Oh, it ain't up there. All right. Men want women they could control. Why older guys with money date women that are younger? Fair use. I always do that.
And then talk about the man what he
From
hear. Hey, the
people
nigga in the
that
middle
think
at
that
the
it's
top, Lily, that's who got into it with JP the other day.
The who?
The nigga in the middle at the top, that's who got into it with JP the other day.
Him.
Was you hear 18 low?
They look related.
Nigga, what?
Oh. All right. Fair use.
okay to date younger, and from people that think that is bad, right? That you are a perv, that you are something wrong with you. And obviously it's inspired by this conversation that's around Shannon Sharp. My position was that it was hypocritical for women to have this disposition, but obviously we know that there's always going to be a double standard in everything, whether it's men and women or women and men. So my question is, in y'all opinion, do you think that it is a problem for older men to date younger legal women? Do you guys think that it's problematic?
Just dating, like dating to what? Like
Busting them down, having sex, getting into a whole relationship. Is it problematic for an older man to have a relationship with a younger woman, similarly to what we see happening with Shannon Sharp?
No, but just to be clear with the woman, that's probably where it's going to end. No.
What do you mean that's where it's going to end?
Like, I think that's the problem. Like when we have this conversation, you just say dating, like for what? Like I don't think there's any history of I think it's very minimal of these gaps and people actually making it to the end in marriage and lasting long. And I don't think that's the norm.
So it's okay if it ended up in marriage.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? I think it's okay regardless. I'm just like, what are we doing? Are we just trying to have sex? Are we trying to like build something long standing? Like, what's the
Does it matter either or?
Yeah.
Why? What does the age have to do with whether or not you just having quick sex or you wind up getting into a long-term marriage / relationship?
Well, when you're just having sex, like most penises fits in most vaginas, so that's where it begins and ends.
Carrie, let me stop with Carrie. I'm gonna go to Ray first. Ray, do you have a problem with older guys talking to younger women that are legal?
Pause real quick, Lily.
I wouldn't say I have an issue with it.
Y'all got a problem with older men talking to younger women?
I agree with Anton as long as it's legal, but I don't condone no 18, 19 shit, even 20. Like to me, legal is 21, and even then, your brain ain't fully developed till 25. So I mean, at the least, let the lady be 21 years old.
So Lily, if I told you my girl left me and this 20-year-old been on my job, then what?
This 20-year-old been on you. I mean, that's to be
heavy, Lily.
I mean, that's to be expected from a younger person. You know what I'm saying? The little hormones is little hot in the pants having ass, but it's all on how you respond.
Why can't it be a sexy looking ebony jet man of the month?
That's why she had that, and that's why she had the pants for you. So I don't know.
No, what I'm saying, I got this this woman there's this level of age. You know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. She want me to pay all her bills and shit. Like I all look good too.
How old am I? I'm just curious.
I don't know how you is with level up.
Oh, okay.
26.
y'all.
No, I'm 31.
Yeah, that's about right. Around
Thank
31.
Shout out to Waha. Single
Hey
moms are
y'all.
the hottest thing on the market. Thank you.
Hey y'all. I got to get ready to bounce. I'll talk to y'all later.
All
I'm
right,
still be
T-Lo.
listening. I got to get ready to make this run.
We
I,
finna end in a minute anyway.
yeah, because I gotta go to bed.
So level up. Let's be honest. You went jumping on a nigga even more when you was younger than you was today. You still had that nigga had the power to build mindset at 18. Well,
No,
20.
not now. I'm not. I know. When I was 18, I mean, I lost my virginity very, very old. I lost my virginity at 19.
Uh-huh.
So then, for me, it was just exploring and stuff, you know. But as I got older, things changed for me. So
Okay, but what I'm saying is when you mo when you mo then you used to jump on a nigga like a grasshopper at 20 than you would be at 26. Well
26?
30. 30. I say 30.
No.
Okay. Hustler muscle. You got a problem with older men dating younger women?
No, not really. I just think lines need to be drawn when it comes to these age gap relationships. I mean, if I'm 40 years old and your ass old young so young you could be my daughter, that's a problem for me.
But what
Being
if you
over
ain't got no kids?
Say what now?
But what if you ain't got no kids?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. What do you do if you're an older man with no kids, never been married? Should you go for a younger woman or just stick to people your own age, even though they've been through half of that shit already? I never
No,
could figure that.
I ain't talking no one my age. They be stuck in their
I,
ways and shit.
they really do. You
I don't
can't
have
get.
a
I mean,
problem. I don't have a problem with it, but I feel like men that go for younger girls, they do want some form of control. Cause a lot of time when you go for a woman your age, she's not gonna put up with the bullshit that you got going on. Cause she's been there, she's done that, she has dealt with it before. So she's not
Is it
gonna
really
wanna.
control? Don't level up.
It is.
Because think about it. Okay, think about this level up.
why it's always got to be a control thing? Shit.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, level up. Think about how open and and open minded you was at 20 versus 30. Think about all the stuff you used to ask for at 18 versus 30. When 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 do you think you was happier? At 20 or 30?
At 30. What do you mean? What?
Oh, I feel like you would be
What?
happier. I feel like you was happier with a bag of hot Cheetos and a
What?
Fire Stick movie.
Hell no. I didn't know my worth
Ooh,
then.
but you had more
Boy,
fun. Man,
No, I
hey,
didn't.
a bitch bring me a 3 for 10 and a Dr. Pepper. Woo!
No. Hell no.
Lily,
Huh? What you say?
when do you feel like you would get more enjoyment out of a nigga? At 20, in your age now? When you
Me
when you
personally?
went out all night jumping out windows and
Nah, I like a more cool, calm, collective, laid back man.
And then also back then I wasn't dating older men. I was dating guys my age.
I get that.
I get it too, but still.
But what I'm
No.
saying is we I, I'm I'm trying to put it because I get that you dated somebody your age, but I'm talking. I'm trying. Okay, it's like me personally. I feel like it's without trying to sound predatory. Like you just a woman that's 30 or older. It's like she just got so much wear and tear on her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm telling you something, she ain't thinking like, okay, maybe this nigga could be right. I ain't know. But that's how the 20-year-old looking at it. But I'm telling the 30, my last nigga tried to do some shit like that, and I ain't even. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't even on that shit.
Mm, okay.
But that me personally.
Okay. I feel like most men that do, cause I mean, my brother he did it, like, and I tell him every like, I don't agree with his marriage. I'm not. I don't agree with it, but I know he did it because ain't nobody gonna put up with your shit. Like, ain't no woman your age is going to put up with your shit.
You
Like
just gonna throw him up under the bus, huh?
no, I'm a woman first before I'm anything. So I'm a woman first before I'm anything. But yeah, my brother did. I have a friend. He's doing it right now too. Like he went to Jamaica. And he found this. He's what 38, and he got a baby mama that's like 20, and now she's going through hell because now he brought her here and she can't do anything. So she had her freedom back in Jamaica. Now she's here. She don't have no freedom. And he made her like, and he looked at her and he was like, I'm gonna get you pregnant so that nobody don't want you. So he gave her two babies and now he's trying to give her another one because he's basically telling her like, I'm gonna give you all these kids so that nobody wants you. This nigga is, and he's my friend, and
Did you hear? Did you hear him say that, or you just came up with the conclusion level up?
she no, she spoke to me. Well, I didn't hear him say that, but that's what she told me that he said, and I believe he said that because this man, he has from we became friends. This man has
Mm-hmm.
never dated a woman his age, and the reason why he has never dated a woman is because no woman is gonna put up with his disrespect. No woman is gonna put up with the way he wants to live his life. Like no woman is age because they have been there, they have done that, they've lived through it, they did it in their 20s. Now I'm in my 30s, I'm not looking for that. So he went and he got
Okay.
himself a little 19-year-old and he brought her here and now she's suffering for it. I tell her whenever you're ready you could run, come to Georgia, I'll put you up. Cause
Level up. You supposed to be helping your friend. You ain't supposed to be
no,
helping.
I'm a woman first. What? I'm a woman first before I'm anybody's friend, sister, auntie, mom. I'm a woman first. So I'm gonna always ride for a woman. What?
Okay, but how you know she just ain't using you to escape?
If that's
How
what
do
she
you
she
how do you really know? Because if she really felt like that, she would have been gone.
no, it's not that she's kind of stuck. That's the
That
problem.
does
It's not
happen.
it's not she's 19. No, well, she's 20. I think she's 21 now. He got her pregnant when she was in Jamaica first. By the time she had her baby, then he brought her here and then he got her pregnant right after he brought her here. So now she has like two under two.
Ashton, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. Good night. Holler at you later.
I'm going to end the show because I got to dip too. I got to get back to work.
All right,
Okay.
y'all. Be
Good
safe. Have a
night,
Uh,
good one.
y'all.
Well, I do
you,
want to
you
say
coming
that.
back this weekend? Level up,
No, I work this weekend.
man.
I work this
Uh,
weekend.
all right, level up. All right, hustle, muscle.
Well, let me say this before y'all go. I mean, first of all, what your brother did was pretty foul. How you gonna get a woman pregnant, bring her to another country,
Well,
and then leave her
this is not
up
my
there?
brother. This is my friend. But my
Oh,
brother
your
did
friend.
get married to a younger I'm older than my brother's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, he's not abusive. My brother is not abusive, but
Yeah,
he
they're not.
did get married to someone younger just so that he could control her.
So do you think that's the only reason that we get with younger women, or maybe we get with younger women because way less baggage? They're not as set in their ways. They're open to being taught, being tutored, and being coached compared to older women who think they know it
Why do
all.
you
You can't
need
tell
to
them
teach?
shit
Why do you need to teach why do you need to teach somebody something? Like, why do you feel that you
because
have to
as
teach a
Because
woman
as a man,
something?
that's what I'm. Isn't that what y'all ladies expect men to do? To know more than you, give you some sort
Mm,
of guidance. After all, we're the leaders of society. I'm not saying you don't have knowledge of your own, but can I coach you on something instead of just coming to the table with nothing to offer but some penis? I'm just asking.
I guess. But why is it an issue if we don't listen? That's the thing. Like, what? Even if you,
Because y'all want us to listen to y'all, but y'all can't listen to us. That's not fair. It needs to go both ways. Just saying.
I guess,
You do got a
if
point.
that's what you like, that's what you like. I mean, it's not an issue for me when I see people in age gap relationship. I'll be like, well, if that's what they like, that's what they like. I just feel like most time, like even this girl on TikTok, not to go because I know y'all have to go. She just got out of her age gap relationship with her husband, and he basically told her the only reason why he got married to her is because he thought she didn't have baggage, and he wanted a boy. Now he has all these girls, and I'm like, what?
Really? God damn.
What? Like what? And for me, like you even want control over the lady's uterus. Like what?
Of
Mm-hmm.
course, we want if we talking to you, of course we want kids with you. Duh.
But I
Well, do that
guess.
after
Why
you
wouldn't I?
marry
Why
her.
wouldn't I want? Why wouldn't I want kids with you? Level up, we talking.
I mean, I'm not saying no, he didn't say he didn't want kids. He said he only got married to her because he had daughters already from previous relationship, and he was like he only got married to her because he thought that she would have bear him a son. Like what?
Yeah, that's what we expect.
That's what you
You
expect.
don't know how that's gonna turn out.
You don't know how
Damn.
that's gonna turn out. Like that's to God.
Level up. If I marry you, don't kids come next.
No, it's not
What
about the
you
kids.
mean?
It's not about the kids. He specifically thought that she's going to bear him a son. She bared him kids. She has three daughters for him,
But no son.
but no son.
What kind of dumb shit is that?
Oh,
Seriously.
oh, okay, but I'm just saying. Am I wrong for marrying you and want a son though? Expecting a son?
No.
No, you
You
can't
can't
marry somebody
control that,
expecting a son.
man.
You can't control that.
Come on, Ashton. Quit
Okay, but
bullshitting
we
us. You
keep
know
going.
damn well you
But
can't control that. Damn.
but Miss Level Up, if okay, if we got two girls, is we gonna stop there, or you gonna keep going until I have a son like I
But
want?
what if you never get a son? What if that's
Then
not
we
in your
gonna keep
destiny to have a
Adopt one.
look,
son?
You always adopt one.
Like
look.
you you
I guess we gonna have 10 girls then, cause
like I'm
we
just
ain't
saying you
stopping.
can't predict that. I'm not saying I don't think I'm not saying I don't think she's refusing. She's a stay-at-home mom. I didn't think she's refusing to have more children. I don't think that's the case. But I'm just
Uh,
saying, like, how are you going to look at me and tell me that you only got married to me because I was younger and you thought I would bear you a son? You have no control. I have no control over that as a woman. That's up to God.
It really is.
I think we take it out of context. I think I don't know.
Okay. Good
Y'all full
night.
of shit. Y'all full of
Good
shit.
night, Miss Level Up.
I'll see you guys. I'll
This
talk to you
week,
guys. I'll
Friday,
check.
Friday.
Oh, at work. If anything, it would be not this week, but if anything, it would be next weekend.
So you gonna
Because next weekend is my off weekend.
next weekend we doing speed dating.
Speed
You gonna
day.
come through?
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, I could stop by.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see. But you guys have a good night.
Good night, Miss. Good night, Oslo.
Good night, Ashton.
God.
My brain's hitting hard and my pockets on full. I got her out the streets, I ain't never go to school. I play the rear view, cause I know these niggas smirkish. I keep it on my lap like an iPhone 11. Old school niggas, but my Rory 22. Big Desert Eagle, but it's steady when I shoot. Gotta get this guap, I ain't playing, I ain't bullshit. Smoking on this chop, got a plan, so I'm moving different. Yeah, my money long, hella long, like a pool stick. Leave that boy alone, he ain't cut with a full clip. I just did a show, I'm in London, I got Drew with me. I wanna be every time, so you know it's here. And I'ma park this shit wherever the fuck I wanna park, nigga. You see how I'm coming? I mean, I bought a water, please. You talk about motherfucking shit. Verse 2, I'm dipping up the block on Vogue. Got a fresh haircut, I'm about to knock me a gold. 2023 is a different kind of home. They on the Instagram, trying to come up on the code. I